Oh my goodness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you got what I got, you keep that shit in your pocket.
Right.
I'm a walking motherfucking death trap.
Right.
Y'all fellas sure you want to ride this train?
And here we go.
I'm a whole different level. You won't see nobody like me for like 12 other years. You see what they do all the time. I'm different level. You crazy? You can't even coach my type of style. They style is regular. I gave him crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. And then look, and the dudes you kept getting all this love to, crazy work. Crazy work. Don't ever try me. Ever.
Let me go.
This sounds so easy. It's like some man. He's tripping.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Check his drink. He's tripping.
Boom, the world class.
Head and address the chat, speak to some people, see how y'all doing. What's up, world class? World class knows I love him dearly.
If you're happy and you know it, clap hands. If you're happy and you know it in your face, I really show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay. Hey, world class.
Y'all, I'm weak. The world class said women are more possessed is what it is. We are not possessed. Okay, maybe a little.
I see you, Mo. What up, TJ? Baby, I got something special for you later, TJ. What's up, world class handsome man? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Boom, the world class.
What up? Welcome to the world class. I am Noble Miguel Mario Tunico Bay, March American Muslim, consecrated and appointed missionary, Morning Sun Temple of America. Today we are reviewing Piers Morgan versus Andrew Tate. This has happened like a month ago. I never got around to doing it. So at first I just wanted to do a video, but so I might as well save myself the time. Video is not that long, not that I didn't want to see the whole thing, you know what I mean? So I watched a few things in it, clipped it. If there's some things that y'all seen that you want to go over, let me know. My little part that I clipped was just interesting, man. It's 2 parts to it. I only watched part 1, but I haven't watched part 2 yet. It's over a month ago. Got over 10 million views. But it's Andrew Tate. It's to be expected. You know what I'm saying? It's not a surprise. Shout out to brother Arno Bay. What up, bro? Shout out to Village Aurora. I'm sorry, I don't know how to spell right now. I agree right now. Del Will, what up? Just Jay in the building. Lover Girl Brownie in the building. Shout out to the Noble Girls. Love to hear. Always a fan of Team Natural. Shout out to my guy Rob. Hey Rob, congratulations. Your Lions. I was getting on you about your Lions. Congratulations, y'all won the division. Y'all in the playoffs. Congrats, bro. I got it. You guys early. Yeah, man. We eating crow over here. So as Raven fans, we can eat crow when we wrong. So I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's actually right about a lot, but I gotta admit when I was wrong. I didn't think y'all put it together, but offensive line is something special. I got a decent running back. I played well, man. So shout out to you. I don't know. I don't know if I'll drop the link, but I think you're gonna go through this. Now, as the title suggests and as the thumbnail suggests, what really piqued my interest in this, even back then, was like the obvious. Well, to me, it was obvious. I mean, it may not be obvious to other people. It's a lot of male envy, male jealousy, I should say. I want to say envy. My heart want to say envy, but my knowledge says jealousy. So it's just weird. There's a lot of stuff that I've been dealing with in this space. Even to now, even to this week, but it's a constant thing that's been in my life. A lot of male jealousy, like a lot of inferior males. Which I guess this is this time anyway, when niggas don't actually got to be physical and talented to earn anything. They can use the system somebody else built to keep up with a man that's superior to them. And although Andrew Tate in this video it's some things about him that like alarm me. Let me not say I don't like that, alarm me about how he speaks. His speech pattern kind of worries me a little bit. Piers Morgan also threw me off a little bit. Alexis from Texas. Hey, love, what's going on with you? You definitely got that, bro. Bro said, we appreciate that, bro. Always, man. Y'all did good, man. I did good. I mean, we kicked y'all ass, but at the end of the day, I doubted y'all. I put that out there. I think it was on Hank channel. Y'all did it, bro. So I admit when I'm wrong. So it's what it's like they have a lot of confidence right now for whatever reason, and the sad part is it's gonna get your little feelings hurt because you're still weak, you're still stupid and dependent. Like when you try to match up against superior males, you're gonna get your little feelings hurt. Like y'all really be asking for it, and you really need to learn how to stay in your place. Because a male like me, I'm not gonna spare you. I'll crush you. That's not just the niggas, that's to a female too. I'm not to be played with. And if you come over this direction, whether I've known you for a long time or not, when you want to play in this field at this level, I'm going to crush you. I don't have no mercy. I don't do forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, because for you have to go out of your way to make your way over here. Gotta make your way. You gotta go out of your way to make your way over here. So I'm not gonna spare you. You know what I'm saying? I don't start shit, but I do escalate it. I've been saying that shit since I was 12, 13 years old. I don't start shit. You know what I mean? If I'm wrong, I admit I'm wrong, like I just did, no matter how minor or how big. Even if I'm right within something, if I'm wrong about something, I'll admit it. You know what I'm saying? But people be desperate to want to feel like I'm wrong. Your feelings are gonna get you cooked over here. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all know me, I'm one that loves debate. I think steel sharpens steel. I think this is a place where, like I said, you only get smarter by playing a smarter opponent. And I enjoy things like this, especially when I see there's opposing views to people on opposite side. I didn't specifically enjoy this, but thought it was interesting. What I was picking up watching this. Obviously, this is his first big video. I think this is his biggest interview since he's been out of prison from his situation in Romania. I haven't really been keeping track. I know his probation is kind of getting lenient. I think he can get into some traveling, but this is still probably one of the biggest guys in the world in terms of trending. So what he does is going to be important, especially to any manosphere related channels, whether you're criticizing it. And I think it's going to be an interesting conversation if you haven't seen it. Let's wrap.
I'm not going to judge you because I'm not a judge and this is not a courtroom, right? But it's interesting to me that one of the biggest charges against you is that you're a misogynist. And you've always said, I'm not a misogynist. And then the last time I interviewed you, you said, well, I may have said some things that, may have been misconstrued. But even in the last week, you've tweeted some stuff, which I'm not even sure if you're aware as you tweet this stuff, how it...
Stuff like that. Like little weird shit like that. Now, granted, I mean, the two things you can mention about it is one, that's probably his business, But we'll just assume we're going to take the position nothing is personal. It's all business. It's all an angle. But yet and still, it doesn't mean that jealousy is not going to come through. It doesn't mean that he doesn't enjoy some of the things he's doing in this. And it just seems like he's been chomping at the bits to have this interview. I don't even care to call him a feminist. I just think it's just, I want to call him a professional, but how obvious it is, it's like, it definitely is not professional. It irritates me because I don't understand how you wake up worried about another nigga. I just don't get it.
sounds.
Read it.
Okay, let's read. This is quite a long one.
Sure.
But I think it's important to read it to get a sense of how you view women.
Absolutely.
Any woman I date does not have a job. Okay, so the woman you're with doesn't have a job?
No.
Okay. Do you date other women?
Sometimes.
And your partner's fine with that?
Obviously.
Yeah? And you're fine with that? Well, you think it's fine to be dating other women when you have a mother
I
of
think
your
we're
kids?
consenting adults and everybody can make their own personal decisions.
Okay, fair enough. Why would I be working so hard, you say, to have hundreds of millions for my woman to waste her life in slaved pennies? No, I will give you a life you can never ever afford. Private jets, 5-star hotels, new cars, endless spending money and diamonds. You will be rich because you're praying for me every day and protecting my spirit. I work in the physical world, she works in the spirit realm. Women shouldn't have to work because being a good partner is a full-time job for a woman. She has to look good. All the beauty treatments are time intensive. Not about money, it takes a lot of time. She has to train every day and stay in fantastic shape. Shop to look amazing next to me. I know there are some men who do 100 times more than this on a daily basis, but women are not as organized as men, and achieving anything significant causes them huge amounts of stress. Yeah. They need to have huge sections of their day empty to waste, or they will have a mental breakdown. True. And do you want a woman who's stressed and angry after the commute, unshaven and exhausted? Or do you want a Barbie doll who's always smiling and saying thank you because she did her nails and brought you Prada that day? As a man, unless you're a loser, you're already filthy rich, right? You can get endless sex anyway. Girls are easy. So what can a girl give you? Happiness, vibes, always smiling. Take the edge off a stressful life. Can she always be happy if she's been working all day? No. Just to wake up at 11, gym till 1, one appointment and some shopping. Dress beautiful by 7 p.m. for you to finish working and tell you how strong you are. No matter how pissed off you are, just to always be laughing and smiling and writing you little notes about how you're perfect. And just to be playful and funny. She can't do that if she has a job. So your job is being my girlfriend, and now you're a millionaire. Congratulations. Behave and aim for the promotion to wife. When was the last time you did a proper...
I want him to read that whole deal. I'm stuck on why I don't even understand. It's the sass for me. I don't even understand. I don't hear a problem. I don't know. Maybe y'all let me know. I don't know. Any woman in the chat, I don't know. I'm confused. I just want to go back through it. I want to understand why did he pick this to read?
Gym till 1.
Okay, I don't even, I'm so confused.
What can a girl give you? Happiness.
Okay, let's go back over.
Man, unless you're a loser, you're already...
Damn, he was reading for a while. All right, let's go back.
...stressed and angry after the commute.
Jesus Christ. He was reading for a minute. Hassan, what's up? I see. What's going on? Yeah, let's read.
Significant causes of
Jesus Christ, niggas reading for a while.
Some men do 100 times more than this on a daily basis, but women are not as organized as men and achieving.
Jesus. Okay. Right.
I will give you a life you can never ever.
Yeah, he was there a long time. All right, let's rock.
Make their own personal decisions.
Okay, fair enough. Why would I be working so hard, you say, to have hundreds of millions for my woman to waste her life enslaved pennies? No.
What the fuck is wrong with that? Why would I want, if he's a guy that has already accomplished, he got Bugattis, he got all these different cars, why would he be a type of person that wants a chick to work when he's already in a place where he doesn't really have to work like that? I don't understand why that's even noteworthy for him to bring up. Like, just the start of the sentence is enough for him to go, you know what, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I will give you a life you can never ever afford. Private jets, 5-star hotels, new cars, endless spending money and diamonds.
Unless he's talking to the female equivalent of Andrew Tate, which is nobody. Yeah, I think that statement is accurate.
You will be rich because you're praying for me every day and protecting my spirit. I work in the physical world.
How is he a misogynist or gets called a misogynist? When do you hear the manosphere talking about praying for my spirit? I've never even heard that in this space.
When was the last time you did a she works in the spirit realm? Wouldn't women
working in the spirit realm? And just with the shadow work girls we talking about with the crystals?
You shouldn't have to work because being a good partner is a full-time job for a woman. She has to look good. All the beauty treatments are time intensive, not about money.
It sounds considerate to me. He sounds very considerate. Full-time job to look good. I don't know. Sounds considerate. I don't understand how he's a misogynist.
It takes a lot of time. She has to train every day and stay in.
Not based off that's what he led with. Like, one of the things you're trying to get away, don't like being put on you is that you're a misogynist. Then he reads this. I don't understand how this is misogyny.
Fantastic shape. Shop to look amazing next to me. I know there are some men who do 100 times more than this on a daily basis, but women are not as organized as men, and achieving anything significant causes them huge amounts of stress. Yeah. They need to have huge sections of their day empty to waste, or they will have a mental breakdown. True. And do you want to...
I've seen this in my life. I've seen this a lot of times. They be breaking down in the middle of the day. Like, that happens. That's somebody that, you know what? I don't know. I'm not on that other side. I'm not on the Piers Morgan side of maybe he dealt with one chick for fucking 50 years and don't understand. When you dealt with women, none of this stuff is, nothing he's saying is foreign to me. Stuff I hear all my life.
A woman who's stressed and angry after the commute, unshaven.
Yes, like nothing he's... It's like he's reading, Piers Morgan is reading it as if he got gold. Like he really is cooking this nigga. Ray says the Matrix is shaping the narrative, changing the definition of verbiage. Yeah, I guess, because he's reading like he's revealing something. And it's like, what the fuck is he saying that's wrong? Like, I'm so confused listening to this. I need help with this because I'm so confused. I don't know why he's talking like he caught Andrew or something, and I'm not understanding it. Like, Andrew has his own problems, right? But it's not this. Like, why is this the angle? Right? Who don't love breaks? Like, what the fuck? Like, women be loving breaks. I'll be carrying around all that ass. You need to sit down a little bit.
When was the last time you did a proper...
They control speech. They control reality. You motherfucking right.
And exhausted? Or do you want a Barbie doll who's always smiling and saying thank you because she did her nails and bought you Prada that day? As a man, unless you're a loser, you're already filthy rich, right? You can get endless sex anyway. Girls are easy. So what can a girl give you? Happiness, vibes, always smiling. Take the edge off a stressful life. Can she always be happy if she's been working all day? No. Just to wake up at 11.
Nigga, these chicks don't want to work. I don't know what niggas... They don't want to work. I don't know why I keep listening to the modern women shit. They don't want to do work. They don't want to work. And that's not to say that they're right. I just know they don't want to work. Most of them want something for nothing. Keep shit a stack. They want shit just because they cute or they feel like it. So they ain't about to lie to me. Absolutely, positively don't. This is them when they come to work. Hold up, where the clip at? Damn, that's so many goddamn clips. Jesus Christ. They not with it. You know what I'm saying?
Gym till 1, one appointment and some shopping. Dress beautiful by 7 p.m. for you to finish working and tell you how strong you are. No matter how pissed off you are.
I'm not hearing the problem. Absolutely not. Like, I'm not.
Well, that means that you can barely hear the truth. So who has the problem here? Who has the problem?
This guy's a hater.
Just to always be laughing and smiling and writing little notes about how you're perfect and just to be playful and funny. She can't do that if she has a job. So your job is being my girlfriend and now you're a millionaire. Congratulations. Behave and aim for the promotion to wife. The reason I read all that in detail was
That's like, exactly. Like, I got this.
The reason I read all that in detail.
Like that face right there. Like, what are you gonna say bad about that? Like, I don't even. Just sit there like.
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
Once he finished the first time I watched it, I was like, what? Why is he? What does that have to do with misogyny? Any of that? I'm confused. Hey, pretty baby. Shout out to Sherelle. Del Will says, even off the tweet, Tate doesn't say he doesn't want to work. He wants her to work for him, which makes perfect sense. Again, for a rich nigga, what's the problem? He said, I like Tate. Yeah, who wouldn't? He's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He says some crazy shit sometimes, but he does say some crazy shit sometimes. But he's cool. Like, I'm just lost as to, like, why did he take this angle?
Was, I don't think you understand quite how that comes over. Because
This nigga got the same face. Making the same face.
That's a fascinating story. I have one question for you. How?
Okay, let's hear him.
I think that is the purest definition of misogyny.
Wow.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
To have a woman live in luxury is misogyny? What?
Stop the motherfucking cap. Stop the line. You're lying, motherfucker. You did not.
You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
I just hold up. Let's just go back. I'm so confused. How did you, like, that's why he was making it, like, where are you going to take this?
You can't do that if she has a job. So your job is being my girlfriend, and now you're a millionaire. Congratulations. Behave and aim for the promotion to wife. The reason I read all that in detail was,
no, 1 second, let me bring this up.
I don't think you understand quite how that comes over. Because I think
face.
That is the purest definition of misogyny.
How?
Well, I don't think you understand. One, especially when I'm talking about the fact that women can't handle what men can do, etc. One, it's slightly sarcastic. There's a sarcastic tone.
So do you mean any of this?
I mean all of it. Any woman I'm with, I will provide for because
no woman should work. They should spend all day beautifying themselves for you, right? And they might get promoted to wife.
This is
your job is being my girl.
He threw in pray. I mean, I don't know.
Girlfriend. There are hundreds of millions of women around the world who do a good day's work who still manage to be a very good wife or partner. Right?
Agreed, completely. But it's my
So
life.
why would you encourage a whole generation of young men? I mean, I've got to be honest, since our last 2 interviews.
I'm not hearing, this is like being on these fucking panels. Like these niggas just, You said misogyny, and then you're not proving how any of it is misogyny. It's the same shit. It's like being in La La Land. It's like being in Twilight Zone, like in real life. Like, this is definitely like being in these panels.
Before you're arrested, I would say every single day I have young men, teenage boys, maybe early 20s, coming up to me asking about you. It's gone on every day since I interviewed you.
Again, I have verbatim dealt with this same bullshit. Niggas watching your influence and naming who are they specifically jealous of and the things that they're jealous of, and if they had what you had, like to the T, it's the same thing. It's so fucking weird. Like, I've dealt with this since I've recorded this video. This part of the, what's the name? This part of the live. They pocket watch. They are so, it's not even, they life watch. It's not even pocket. They life watch you in pure jealousy. You are upset because the young man, Andrew Tate, has the attention of the young men and not you. But why? Won't you just deal with the fact that y'all were alive at the same time and he has more influence than you? And he didn't do it through no machine. He did it organically. His own. You did it through a machine. You did it through somebody else. These guys that need other people to build themselves up, the jealousy follows them immediately. They always spending energy counting your shit because they know they can't count on them.
I'm very aware of your reach. I'm very aware of your influence. And whenever I've been asked about you, they say, what do you think of him? I said, I don't really know. I find myself agreeing with 60 to 70% of the things you say. And I do, because I think a lot of the stuff you say about empowering young men to be confident, to work out, to take care of themselves.
To have enough money to not force their woman to work.
Right, but that's the bit.
So that's the problem. Let's just say we're going to bind into that. Let's even take the jealousy off of him. Let's just say he genuinely has a problem with him saying that men shouldn't make enough money for the woman not to work, or it's just the woman not to work part. Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. My favorite movie was Revolver that I just played. That clip I just played, and he was in it. I think he was in Goodfellas too. He's one of the best actors of this generation. Probably like I'd say top 25, because there's a lot of actors. Billy says, I'm not well versed with such topics, but it's not making sense. It doesn't make any sense to anybody. It's definitely the salt. What's going on, Lana Love? I agree with you, Ray. He hates true masculinity. I think because these guys compromise their integrity and their integrity is purchasable, that they hate when they see another dude that don't compromise. Like enough of these males in this space, I didn't compromise. You don't see me buddy or friends with anybody I got a diss video on. Not one person. But what's in it in this space? Y'all will beef and then be friends next week. I'm not under that. At all. Everybody I had a problem with that you know about, I still got a problem with it. Reckless Ray Dinero says, weak men can do anything but hate the strong. I'm sorry. Weak men can do nothing but hate the strong. That's a fact. That's all you can do. You can do nothing outside of that. Weak men, there's no weak, inferior, pathetic little male in this space that can affect anything that I do. This is the thing that makes them so upset. You have no effect on people that are superior to you. You don't have any effect. You can feel whatever you want. You can compromise your integrity. You are nothing. There isn't a single person, male or female, in this space that can affect me to any degree imaginable, whether you like me or you hate me. You have no effect. Every bit of interaction I have with anybody is voluntary. You have no effect on me. That shit bothers motherfuckers. None. Doesn't actually bother me. I don't even talk to the people I come from. You don't be bothered about you? Strong men are going to dominate. Weak men are going to watch us. Oh my God. Said potato bodies. Hey, y'all, but that's a fact. Broke boys hate rich men. That same concept, bro. You is this why do you spend energy hating? Spend energy actually getting better. Like Jim Rome said, don't wish things were easier, wish you were better. Bless the dead. Or starting to Just Jay. Yeah, they don't stand on business, they don't stand on principle. Regulatory said, LOL, the world class be on that fuck you forever. That's a fact, man. Fuck you for life. It is 8 billion people in the world. If me and you don't get along, fuck you for life. Who the fuck are you? There's 8 billion people. I'm not about to make friends with you. I'll find another one. I'll find another one of you before you find another one of me. I'm not about to make, nah, nigga. We be forever. Bitch. Nigga. Both of them. Forever. Because if we got a problem, it was your fault. What do you want me to do? I should hear it. Like, I cannot stand males like this. They rather hate than do the work. Hating is absolutely to be worried about what you're doing. Reckless Ray. De Niro. It's a hating ass nigga named Dirty Folks in this space that went on a diss live saying for me to suck his dick. It's weird. These little raggedy body idiot niggas that get offended because you're healthy and smarter than them. Nigga, I don't watch TV. I don't go down them nasty, fucked up ass, trash ass aisles that y'all go down. When was the last time you did a nigga, that in real like pause this and didn't say pause, nigga. Like in real life, he said not suck my dick. Which I don't understand why niggas say that to another nigga. I've never said that shit to a nigga in a day in my life. This nigga said, come suck this dick. I got the clip. I can pull this shit up right now. It's weird as fuck. It's weird shit. These niggas spend so much like a girl. Be so into your feelings. I don't get it. It's weird. How do you spend time worried about what another nigga got? This fucking just, I don't know where y'all get these fucking fucked up weak ass creatures from. How do y'all live like
the bit where when you stray into that kind of language, particularly in the detail where you reveal what you're really thinking, the kind of
like you do
pathetic, soulless life you want for these women.
What? Pathetic, soulless life from giving her breaks, allowing her to be considerate about the. We always ask these women. Yeah, we want you to be in your natural hair. What do they tell you? Wear your natural hair, the locks, the curls, the bush. Oh, it takes so much time. It's not that easy. So if a nigga is acknowledging how much time it takes for you to be dolled up, that's a pathetic life. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, it's not even on no red pill manosphere. This shit is just weird. What are you talking about? How is it a pathetic life for her to live in luxury? Because somebody already made the sacrifice. You're not even making sense. Even if you just stick to the topic of it's Andrew Tate. Okay, 1 in a million, motherfucker. Why the fuck is what he's saying? How are you saying he's wrong to him? If it's another nigga on earth that's not the most popular man in the world, that's not rich, you might got a shot, but you're saying it to him like it makes sense. This is an interviewer?
Where does it allow for being a mother, for example?
What the fuck are you talking about? How does anything he said interfere with being a mom? How? Giving you the time to take care of yourself, to pray for me, to work with me if you want to work, to live in luxury, to be richer than you would ever be in life. How does any of that interfere with being a mother? That in and of itself facilitates motherhood. What's going on, Red? There's reaching, and then there's Inspector Gadget. Like, that's what you're doing right now at this point. Ray said the Matrix needs these women working, paying taxes, and being independent. End it. That's a fact. Villa says the fact he extra press is what's strange as ever. Exactly. Like this is the thing. Like I know the thing. I know I've experienced it in this space, and I've experienced it in my life. So it would cause me to be like extra aware of it. But I know I'm not tripping because he just looks desperate to make this man look like something he absolutely positively isn't. What's going on, Freeze and Freeze? I gotta give you the clip. I appreciate the crash app last stream, bro. Stream before last, I'm sorry. Didn't see it, I got off, so.
Bar $20 to the mall.
Appreciate you, Brody. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please share it out. It's gonna be one of them quick reviews, but I just had to get this. I had this saved for almost like a month, and I had to get it out. I didn't want to do a video. I said, well, I might as well just record it live with you guys. Have your comments up to make it cool. Might put it in might put this in for the members, and then drop a video a little later. So I ain't gonna be here too long. If y'all want the link, let me know.
Absolutely.
How does a mother of your children manage to find time for being a mother this routine
He got the same question I got.
of love and devotion to you?
How does having a job give her time to be a mother?
Shit. Oh, fuck. Thank you. I like common sense.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, it's about that time we go no music, because we're gonna have to throw out these shots at this point. This is getting goofy.
This gives her all the time in the world to be a mother. One, it's slightly sarcastic, firstly.
What do you mean?
This nigga be cooking, bro. I can't even sit there.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
This nigga be cooking sometimes, bro. He be cooking. It ain't no super deep level, and it may not be on no Jordan Peterson, Kevin Samuels level. This nigga be cooking sometimes. Can't even hold him.
You can tell by the tone.
Do you mean you don't mean it?
No, I mean it.
Well,
but it's slightly sarcastic.
Well, sarcasm means
effect.
sarcasm means you don't mean it.
No, I mean it, but it's slightly
Well, you
sarcastic.
either mean it or you don't. It's either sarcastic or
He said slightly twice.
it's not.
I mean every single word.
But this is the conundrum with you, Andrew.
Sarcastic.
This is the conundrum with you, right?
It's not a conundrum. If you'd let me explain, it's not a conundrum at all.
You tweet.
And also,
You
would be very
tweet this.
interesting. I tweeted this out.
See. This is shit I deal with, man. These some inferior males, these jealous ass males, but they hate to hear you speak. So they know how influential you actually can be. And the biggest thing is how much your voice and what you're saying affects them. And they're watching how their voice does not affect you. It bothers them. Gotta interrupt you.
I get thousands of women begging me, inboxing me, saying, finally a man who understands he needs to provide for a woman so she can be her best self.
Right.
This is exactly.
Nigga, I'm telling you, I get the same exact thing. Women that be like, yeah, somebody they get it. When I say the shit that I say. And I don't know. They be the baddies, so I don't know what to tell you. I've got that. I'm literally my whole life, even before coming to YouTube, like, oh my gosh, you found somebody finally get it. We don't want to be doing all this. We just went to other gym. All right, man, I don't know. I don't know nothing. I just got a lot of girls in my life. I don't know nothing, though. You're right. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how. I don't think I want to. I'm not even gassing. I don't think I've gone a week. I definitely ain't gone a month in the last 8 years without some woman telling me, I love you. Not just some woman, not some random woman. It's like, I don't think I've gone, definitely not a month. I don't even think a week. Every week, somebody I've had in my life tell me that. Because I get it. I don't know. It's just me. I'm an anomaly. So it's hard dealing with me. And I accept that. You need to tap on the Mercedes. If I could just listen. I mean, he's married. Like, I think, I don't know. Maybe he's not married. Who the fuck knows? He's an idiot. It's irritating.
The kind of life that will allow.
No, there are definitely women that will absolutely love to be
so why don't you
treated like
are they
this.
misogynists?
No, but what I think they are.
Good question. Are those women misogynists?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
So you are stressing me out.
They're people who just basically, it's the old sugar daddy thing, right? They want to have a
What?
rich guy who's going to pamper them and take care of them. They don't have to do a day's work. They just have to make
Being
themselves
a good partner
look
is
good
a
for
day's
you.
work.
Well, so you say.
Yeah.
But
What ain't they the ones that push the partnership? What you talking about? So you say it's crazy.
Don't let your mouth put you in more trouble than your body can handle.
It's irritating. You're just saying anything at this point.
it also, the language that you use here seriously diminishes women who do work. You make them out to be...
What? How?
That's a fascinating story. I have one question for you. How?
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
What are you saying? God, I'm glad I waited a long time. It's like it's brand new to me right now.
Work.
Well, so you say.
Yeah.
But it also, the language that you use here seriously diminishes women who do work. You make...
What? You... How? What?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't understand that logic. What? I'm so lost at how he got right there. It's weird. How does a man that wants to take care of a woman at a certain level diminish the women that do work somehow? Like, let's see if he explains it, because that shit doesn't make any sense.
Make them out to be, well, you're not doing your job as a partner or wife. You should be doing your job, which is just to devote yourself to his pleasure and making him happy.
It's actually interesting you say that, because I'll put a lot of the fault of this on men. Let's if you want to gender the argument, let's do that. I think that...
Oh, he quiet for that. Let's listen.
A lot of the reason why women can't live this life, if they so choose. If you're a woman who decides to work, then go to work. I don't care. But if you're a woman who decides she wants to retire, it's because she can't find a man who could provide for her at this level. Do you think when a woman marries a billionaire that she wants to go get a job in Starbucks? Because in my experience, when they marry extremely successful men, they don't want a job. I'm sure Ronaldo's wife isn't begging to go work in IKEA.
Actually, Ronaldo's wife works very hard.
She works for herself.
Bang,
Bang,
bang. She's a hard-working woman.
Absolutely, because being a fantastic partner and having a bunch of children is a bunch of hard work. And she also finds the energy to have businesses on the side. Fantastic.
Right. But you
but
you don't want women to have businesses.
No, I'm saying if you're with...
He never fucking said that. I remember earlier in the interview, in this live, he was talking to this nigga about him talking to multiple chicks. So why are you now saying he don't want women when you were suggesting that he should just want one? He don't want women. He want the one or the ones he messing with to not work so she could be available for him. Because he's a high value man. Why is that hard to understand? And you right there in his face. I'm a whole month away, a whole couple countries away, couple continents away, and I understand. It's fucking stupid.
The man of my stature, you don't have to work.
Duh. He knows this shit, Andrew.
Now, if I met a perfect woman and we were together and we were happy...
When you say a man of your stature, with respect, right now you have no income, no possessions,
Correct. I'm
and you're
completely
facing
broke.
serious criminal charges. I mean,
See, this is called fuck niggerdom. Fuck niggerdom. Let's put it out. Let's write that out. Fuck nigga. No. If this ever go popular, y'all was here for it. Fuck niggerdom. That's what this is. That's cool. A little asterisk by over here. A little asterisk. This is fuck niggerdom. Because he's being petty. I can't even put that there. Son of a bitch. All right, hold up. Hold up. I gotta do it another way. 1 second. It won't let me post it because it's wrong. It's a bad word. All right, hold up. I should be. Yeah, it's still not gonna let me do it. 1 second. I gotta. I think it's StreamYard. Let me see. I got it. This is. I have to. Okay, there we go. Wait for it to come through. Okay, probably not. So I just write on a banner. I'll do that because the reason I'm taking my time right here with this is because earlier in the live, right? I mean, in their interview, he established that Andrew Tate wasn't, like, all his stuff was seized, his cars were seized. He wasn't technically getting income, right? So, like a petty bitch, he brings it up now, makes this little snarky comment, right? To put him on the spot. When in reality, it's probably that Andrew is doing some finesse, probably operating through some type of trust or something, some LLC indirectly, some type of commission, some type of gifts, the way he's more than likely getting some type of income and still have access to the assets, to where his utilities, etc., are paid for. He'll be able to run his businesses that are still running. Because while he wouldn't have income when his businesses are still running is an absolute farce. But like with fuck niggas, especially jealous males, like they'll do, taking petty shots because you can't stand on level playing field and win.
Women to have business.
No, I'm saying if you're with a man of my stature, you don't have to work. Now, if I met a perfect woman and we were together and we were happy.
When you say a man of your stature, with respect, right now you have no income, no possessions,
Correct. I'm
and you're
completely
facing
broke.
serious criminal charges. I mean, I'm not quite sure what stature you think you're currently selling, but it ain't great.
Okay, well then it's a shame all those women inboxed me after I put
I'll
that
do just
tweet out
that.
saying,
I've got no.
we agree with you. I think you should interview.
I
all
met
of
a
them
woman
for their
yesterday who, when I
misogynistic
said I
views.
was coming to interview, was immediately like, "Oh, can you put a good word in for me?"
Of course.
Sure. You have a definite.
That shit's just so petty, bro. Petty shit.
Women to have business.
No, I'm saying if you're with a man of my stature, you don't have to work. Now, if I met a perfect woman and we were together and we were happy.
When you say a man of your stature, with respect, right now you have no income, no possessions,
Correct. I'm
and you're
completely
facing
broke.
serious.
Look at him. You saying what you're supposed to say in public.
Criminal charges. I mean, I'm not quite sure what stature you think you're currently selling, but
Hello, smirk is hilarious.
it ain't great.
Okay, well then it's a shame all those women inboxed me after I put that tweet out saying,
I've got no.
we agree with you. I think
That's a good point. Shame all them women that liked it, nigga.
you should interview.
I
all
met
of
a
them for
woman
their
yesterday who, when I
misogynistic
said I
views.
was coming to interview,
That's not believe just action. Hey, podcast. Stop thinking these white people can play with me, bro. Like, that just now was stupid. That's not what he said. He wasn't talking about some bitch you met. He said the chicks in his inbox. Like, what you talking about?
was immediately like, "Oh, can you put a good word in for me?"
Of course.
Sure. You have a definite appeal to a certain type of woman. There's no question.
I think providing for a woman
if I was
financially is a man's responsibility. If that means I'm a misogynist, then I'm a misogynist.
no,
I think
so you
that-
accept you are a misogynist.
Yo. That's not what he said. You know that. What's wrong with this nigga?
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
Maybe it ain't me. Maybe all these narratives and charges and things that you bring against me, I've taken the time to reflect and really think about it, review hours of content worth. And after coming back from the review, I'm thinking to myself, it's your ass.
Exactly.
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Nothing. There's too many fuck niggas that's so dependent on narrative spinning. Pookie Hybrid says he's a bloody bloke. Bloody fucking bloke. Piss off, you bloody wanker. Bro, this is it's ridiculous. Absolutely perfect timing. We're on the same page. It's weird.
Certain type of woman. There's no question.
I think providing for a
question
woman
is, if I was
financially is a man's responsibility. If that means I'm a misogynist, then I'm a misogynist.
A man's responsibility is to provide for his woman. If that is a misogynist, That means I'm a misogynist and I'm a misogynist. This is what this nigga said.
I think
So you accept you are a misogynist?
No.
God damn, you so thirsty.
Very poor choice of words.
Golly. It's thirsty to feel like you getting something.
Are you done? Are you done?
He's like he's literally trolling on his own show. It's weird.
I think a man should provide for a woman financially, completely and utterly. If she wants to work, if my partner were to say to me right now, I really feel like getting a job, it would make me happy, then I'll say work. But she doesn't have to. Her job is looking after the children, looking after me, and being as happy as possible. If you think I'm a bad person for saying, if you actually read that, read the subtext and context.
I read it all out.
Okay, good. Then you'll understand what I'm saying.
You know I did. You heard it.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is, I am a man, my life.
You can't tell me this don't look like them panels where the nigga just got to keep outbursting, interrupting you, even though you sat there quietly and listened to him. We can go back to the beginning of this. Andrew was sitting there quiet, listening. It's a thing going on. In the biracial and white world, they going through the same shit with your podcast and them be going through.
Life is stressful. My life is pain. I go to jail. I suffer. I have to deal with making money. I have constant, endless headache. I do all of that so I can give you everything, but then I get to have you. Your job is to be happy. I want you to smile. I want you to look your best and feel your best all of the time. If I'm a misogynist for saying that I go through so much pain so that we can be financially secure, so I hope the woman I care about does not have to work a job.
Listen, I agree with him. I absolutely do. If I come out of retirement, I don't want my wife working for nobody. I mean, her or me or her family. I don't know how I'm wrong with that. And like you said, if you do want to work, I'm not about to stop. He said a light and terrible. It's actually not that. It was actually me editing it, trying to make it look a little different without putting make it look ridiculous. It's not that bad. Let me see. I think I should bring it up. Let me see. Yeah, I thought I had it up. Yeah, it's actually me. And y'all go one of the mods, even though she's gonna be trolling eventually, because she be trolling. I call her Sugar Bum number 2. I don't even know if she knows what Sugar Bum is. I keep calling her Sugar Bum number 2. Definitely share her channel. She's doing content. Always like to help the up and coming content creators come behind me. I don't even know what to call it, but she got a few videos out. She be contributing to the channel. Definitely supported the channel. I don't know if she's subscribed yet, but I fucks with her. She funny. And it started with her trolling me, and we was fake beefing in Ham channel. So shout out to her. My guy Tate 5. What up, cool? What up, cool? My guys, both my guys in here, man. I fucks with y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through, bro. He said, "Oh, okay, you finessing." Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Trying to get through that. You know, breaking it up, throwing some things in for the fair use shit. Damn, you just remind me, nigga. Appreciate you. For the fair use shit up. He said I just post random clips. That's where, I mean, that's still a YouTube channel. Something's trending. It's content. You ain't graphing off nobody else's channel like few people be doing.
If that makes me a bad person, then so be it. Because all I'm saying is I want to take care of her in every single realm. I take care of her physical safety. I take care of her financial security.
And I just don't understand how you're looking at a man explain that, and he's a misogynist. You can't possibly be listening to women. You have to be listening to the woman you're afraid of or you're dominated by, that one person. But if you listen to the volume of women say the same thing. Like not even past, it's like 90% of them say the same exact shit, like verbatim. They say the same shit. Same shit. Cause I don't know him. I don't know what fucking Andrew from. I don't think he dealt with chicks in Baltimore or dealt with the chicks on my Facebook or IG or that I ran into throughout my life. They say the same shit that he's fucking talking about. They want fucking breaks. Judge Jay said the same shit in the chat. I want a break. I like breaks. Women be liking breaks. They want to just deal with that man and deal with the shit that they can. Because I don't care what women say. Women have a one-track mind. They want to put it on men, but it's not true. They have a one-track mind and they can't multitask at a high level. They just can't. They love being focusing on the man that they want to own and control them and completely submit to. So, and have faith in him that he has the important stuff so she can be in peace and in freedom and have free hands to be as creative and productive as she wants to be. This is, at 38 years old, this is the wisdom I'm giving to my son, because this is what I've watched and what I've experienced and the information I've gotten from women and the information I've gotten from men that deal with a lot of women and a lot of women, being honest. So the Piers nigga can think he read all you want. That shit is inaccurate. I don't care who paid you to be a feminist. That shit is bullshit.
That is my job as a man. And if more men acted like me, you will see that the world would be a happier and better place. The women who...
I actually fucking agree with him, to be honest with you. I do actually agree with him. If people are bold and just say the truth like him or me, you find out how cowardly this system really is, and these people really are. Niggas terrified of the truth. You only gotta lay hands on them. You just say the truth and keep it pushing and stop apologizing. Life would be better. You don't know. You don't even, a lot of you guys have no idea what a woman will say yes to, because you just won't even ask her or just be honest about where you at and stop lying. So that's the one part, not the one part, but that's something I definitely agree with. When you got the guys that are getting on when you got men criticizing males in the space or the manosphere, when these niggas not just being honest, or the sisterhood talking about these niggas be lying. Like, I don't know why y'all niggas be lying, but I watch y'all lie, and I don't. It's disgusting. Why the fuck are you lying to this frail, small little girl? Just 5'2", can't even run good. I'm not lying to you under any circumstance. Now, that don't mean, I think niggas be confused because y'all be liars, don't know how to be honest. That don't mean she's privy to every bit of information. The honest truth about it is that a lot of this shit ain't her none of her business, no way. But there's no reason to be lying. It's bitch nigga shit. Lying to some small ass little girl. It's dumb. You a bitch.
Say, I really want to work, I want a career. That's their prerogative and their decision. They're allowed to do that. But also, often the reason they do that is because they can't find a man they trust to take care of them.
No.
I've had this from women in their own mouth. If I found a man...
I don't even understand what you pushing back on right now. What are you even fighting at this point? I think he's just, no, this is what's weird to me. This is why, again, it's the same, I get the same take from him. You just don't want him to look good and sound good. That fuck got me fucking talking like podcasts. You just want to make him look bad. That's it. You're just doing this solely to make him look bad, but you got to let him talk to look professional. And he's making sense. Like, who wouldn't he make sense to? He's making sense. It's a lot about Andrew Tate that I think is like obsessive compulsive level. There's some levels of disassociation, fixation, borderline sociopathic from what I've read and studied. Yeah, but I think nonetheless, he's a disciplined person overall. He's sincere. That's the thing I get from him, is that he means what he's saying. He really believes the shit that he's saying. That's why I rock with the guy. I think he really believes the stuff that he's saying. It doesn't seem like he has some agenda. There's some people that say he a plant. I can't see it, to be honest. I'm all of that shit. I posted something earlier today on my community wall from the OG. Shout out to brother Asir. But I don't know. They just be upset when you make sense because they just can't do it. And it's weird as fuck. Ted Fi, he said, Pierce is so hit or miss. I don't agree with everything Tate says, but he cooking here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Same thing. I'm Tate. Same thing with Tommy from years ago. I'm like, he right about the stuff with the mothers. That other stuff is disgusting. Kevin Samuels, I got the Kevin Samuels clips, multiple clips. About 68 to 73% of what he said, I agree with wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow everything. I'll be honest about this shit. But this shit right here is just pure hate. It's just a guy that just is jealous, and it reeks of jealousy. It's disgusting to watch. I don't like to watch this. It's disgusting to me.
Who was financially secure and as smart as you, I wouldn't be doing this garbage job either. Why was I psyoped into working to pay taxes when I should be at home having children with a man I adore?
Andrew,
it's a psyop.
Andrew, there are so many women that will listen to that and be laughing. And
Oh my God. All right, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. Take a quick break. And come right back after that, because he gonna make me holler.
Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
I know damn well you ain't been watching it this long and ain't hit that like button.
You son of a bitch. Going right for the jugular, aren't you?
And hit the like button before we buy something.
What's going on?
Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Hit that little red button and consider becoming a member.
Why not? Why? Haven't you heard what they say about me? I'm a degenerate fucking animal.
Everything not gonna end up on the channel, man. We gonna put stuff in the back, you know, for the people that support the channel. I mean, it's okay, you know. Some people want to be freeloaders. I used to did it. Cash App, IG, link, it will be in the description. Also the email, find something you want me to react to, man, hit me up in the email. Now let's get back to the video. Appreciate you.
Mocking.
All right, so that's got frustrated me. I'm really gonna push this guy into a puddle of possum piss. He's an asshole. We're just saying random shit. That's irritating. All right, let's go.
Say, don't be so ridiculous. I'd have.
Listen, fucking asshole. Listen. Let's just go back a second so we can be clear on what the nigga said.
Children with a man I adore. It's a psyop.
Andrew, there are.
Again, I agree with him with the psyop shit. Women working, all that happens. I've said this on podcast channel when we was having a conversation. Women so-called working. First of all, women have always been working since the beginning of time. You can look at New Egypt, aka what y'all call Egypt, which is not ancient Egypt, over there in Africa, and you have women working on the walls of the Medu Natar, which y'all call hieroglyphs. You can see that women have always been fucking working. The only thing to bring up with women's lib and all of that is that the IRS got to tax half the population. So all that happened with your supergalactic rights and your women empowerment and your college degrees is that you started to allow somebody to tax you for your labor and pay you a discount to not get full fucking credit and full value for your value of working. You always were working. That's why I agree with the psyop crap, because it doesn't make any sense. It's absolutely positively financially illiterate. It's illiteracy. It's all that happened. Feminism to work, you got to get taxed for your labor and be paid at a discount for them, not you. That's it. That in a nutshell. That's women empowerment.
So many women that will listen to that and be laughing and mocking you. Say, don't be so ridiculous. I'd have a job that I love. Maybe they're being paid even.
Who the fuck loves a job? That's just weird. What are you talking about? It's thin air. It's a concept. I mean, love your job. Shut up. Stupid. If you don't love you. Ted says, Piers be hating on Andrew. Yes, but he hate you right, because he was hating. I think they even spoke about the previous interview they did. He said Piers believes that he is the only one that can be right. I don't watch a lot of his stuff. I'm not, obviously we're familiar with him. I think he's been on air and in this business for 30, 35 years. So it's just, this one was just obvious that he's just jealous of Andrew for whatever reason, from a philosophy, even if it's just from a philosophy standpoint, because obviously Piers Morgan is world famous, so I'm pretty sure he's a millionaire a couple of times over. So it wouldn't be financial, but it's just maybe just because of the influence. It's weird, but it's you can't hide it. Like, it's obvious.
More than
it's disgusting.
Their man, right? The real world isn't the one that you categorize.
The real world is varied and nuanced, but I am talking about my life experience.
There's
and
a
in my experience, any woman I love does not have to work unless she decides.
Fine, you're the boss, you're in charge. Her job is to make you happy. Her job is to make herself look good. Her job is to work out for your benefit. Blah, 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 blah.
What? Wow. You really showing you? Jesus Christ.
You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
What's going on?
Get him
I heard
off
you
the
say.
line. I didn't know if you knew this.
No, I'm just asking you what's going on.
Then
I get
you
that.
get
I
there.
want. I don't know why you're not listening to me.
No hair.
Back up for a second. I just want to get clarity.
Mhm.
You hear what you're saying out loud, brother?
Okay.
I don't understand. Like, why? So weird.
You're in
Cringy.
charge. Her job is to make you happy. Her job is to make herself look good. Her job is to work out for your benefit. Blah, 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 blah.
How do you get right there as a professional? You talking about this talking point? You talking about this one? I don't think you're talking about that one. I don't know. Double says Pierce is actually pretty good when he moderates debates, but as a debater, he's gotten garbage. He's got trash. Basically, what you're saying. Scam says it's not Andrew Tate's fault for saying what he says. It is your fault for listening to it. That's crazy. That lodge. I don't even make any sense.
Very poor choice of words.
Stop the motherfucking cap. Stop the line. You're lying, motherfucker. You did not.
I don't even understand what you mean by that.
No, God, please, no, no, no. Well, that means that you can barely hear the truth. So who has the problem here? Who has the problem?
Scam, when you go to type, right, and your fingers be hitting the buttons, do you care about making sense? Like, it's like, did you hear any? Scroll back a little bit when you see Andrew Tate talking, and then let me know what you was going. Like, I don't even understand what you're saying at this point. Like, you're stressing me out.
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
Stressful. We all do, because we definitely don't agree with scams. Scam just, yeah, everything. Oh my god. Oh, what? A dustosaur. What is? What do you? Oh my god, bro. What's up?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I don't want you to keep going.
Alexis, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm confused. I don't know what's wrong with a woman. I don't know what that's weird. I have no idea. Again, the jealous male is so in tune with other people's lives. What is it? Life watch. They watch other people's lives, and he's so worried about somebody else getting pleasure. I guess because if women commit to, serving their man and being there for that man is going to get pleasure that the jealous man don't want him to have, and so they got to do shit like this. That's why even when I first came into the space, I was saying it's niggas that's coming up with this. These chicks is following game plans from niggas, and I think we are finally starting to get to the core of it. I think we're finally getting to the core of so-called modern women, which is fucking inferior, incelic. Shout out to Courtney Michelle. Oh no, hold up. Shout out to Brittany B. Incelic males and their incellular devices hating on males, because I made this argument over and over again. Women that get with men like me, this is something I've watched in my life. They will mimic the fuck out of what you do. Y'all know the saying of is this for me? Is that for me? Is a nigga came up with that. But you watch the chicks do that shit way more than the niggas, because they always imitate the niggas that they want to fuck. Fast forward, I guess up to life right now. A lot of the shit that the chicks be saying that be crazy as fuck, even the wild little girls that be saying crazy shit, they be getting it from niggas. And y'all, I'm not the only person that knows this. These fuck niggas know this. These Piers Morgan, Fatty, Anton Daniels, weird ass fuck niggas. They know this shit. They be hating on niggas that they watch get chicks all their whole life. It's not even just the chicks. They watch this shit. And they really, so if they have a problem with these chicks, they really got a problem with niggas like me. And I'm not about to sit and wait. Absolutely positively not about to sit and wait. Like I know you niggas on your way. I know the indirect shit. I've been saying this for a minute. It's niggas. Even if you look at the family court shit, it's a nigga that ain't that what the chicks say. It's y'all laws, y'all set it up. It's niggas, it's bitch ass niggas that set that shit up for that specific reason and position things that operate in the way that they operate. Precisely. Look at you. I think I was here before you. I think I realized it before you. Y'all know I was in a space like a year before y'all, though, right? Before y'all started hopping up. I do know that, right? All right, I just want y'all to know that. I'm podcasting some shit. I've been here for a minute. I was here before Kevin Samuels blew up. So, which you know what I'm saying? I don't get no credit for nothing. I'm gonna be OG. Or the realosphere. That need to be a thing. We just need to just start calling this space the realosphere. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm not making it up, bro. I think it's literally that deal, man. Like these niggas be having problems with the niggas that get stuff that they don't want. And I've been calling this shit out, but I'm gonna talk about it more and more and more. Because it's just getting glaringly obvious. And they're getting more comfortable doing the shit that they're doing.
It is actually just misogyny.
Do you think a woman looking
And it's
good...
also...
He said, oh, that means you've been stealing longer? That's bullshit. Stealing long, pause. You gotta relax. Long is crazy.
Do you think a woman looking good and working out has no benefit at all to her?
Of course it does.
Okay, so it's not for my benefit, then, is it?
No, but you see, but when you talk about...
I want to see where this goes, because that is fundamentally accurate. It's a benefit for her. And I can't be interested in the benefit for her. That just because there's an inkling of chance that I'm going to benefit from her benefit, that makes me a misogynist? Huh? Like, what the fuck, my nigga?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Just the mere thought that you're suggesting that is fucking insulting.
When you talk about no, I don't. When you talk about young men and you tell them to work out and take care of themselves, I cheer you on, right? I want that. I've got 3 sons. I want them.
Why ain't this fundamentally the deflected shit? You deflected. Why you get away from that point?
To feel that way.
Don't you want them to become very rich and successful and have a woman who relies on them and have a beautiful family?
No, but I don't want a woman who's subservient to them.
Why?
Who the fuck don't want a woman that's like what?
Why?
I don't. Huh? Pookie says, no lie, women will just take your sayings and argue you down about you stealing it. It's a fact. That's what they do, because they get into this like, it is not, I'm not shaming it at all. I don't have no problem with a woman mimicking me. I always say I'm that nigga you're supposed to copy off of. Like, just be nice to get some credit. That's all I want. That's all I ask for. And if I don't like you, don't copy my shit, because I kick you in your face. Male or female. I don't have none of my little babies. I don't care about them stealing my shit. You know what I'm saying? Saying, yeah, I use your little whatever. Go ahead. We cool. But if I don't like you, don't use my shit. I don't have no problem with it. But they do that shit. Most of them sayings you think the girls came up with, hell, there was a nigga they got that from. And then she went around her homegirls trying to make it sound good. But they lose it when it come from a song. But if it come from like the hood or something, or like one conversation, girls be stealing the shit out of our shit, bro. They be stealing my shit all the time. You know what I mean? Chicks, I've been saying I've retired since I was 33. So I'm 38 now. I have so many ways. I'm retired. I'm retired too. I'm retired too. Like, you don't shut up. Get out of here. You just saying shit because I'm saying shit. That will say, but the women say they I guess want to be subservient. Isn't that what the soft exactly? That's a fact right there. Go ahead, throw that bang in there. You heard.
Bang, 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 bang.
That's what soft girl era is about. That's what the feminine women want. So what is he talking about? This is one of them guys that like getting dominated by their wife. That's what I'm saying on game.
Subservience. Why is a
literally
woman
the tone of the tweet I read is subservience? You did another tweet this.
Living in luxury is oh my God, bro. Living in it is subservient. Shut up.
Tweet. Men love by telling you what to do and not allowing you to make stupid decisions. We save you from the female inclination to make stupid choices.
I'm not hearing the problem. I just don't think he likes the word stupid. Because if a woman said the same thing, it'd be funny.
If a man isn't giving you instructions, he doesn't love you.
You got it. You got it.
Bang, 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 bang.
Can somebody, one of my mods, can you just time Pookie out for 10 seconds? Let's give him a 10 count. You can KO this up.
You won't listen to a man's instructions, you don't love him. The whole language is so ridiculous.
Let me change the language then.
Well, you tweeted this to 8.2 million people.
Correct. So let me say this. A father loves. Let's say instead of a man loves, say a father loves. A father loves disciplinarian. That's how a father will love you. A mother will say, oh, I hope you're happy, hope you're doing okay. But a father will come along and say, no, don't do this. You must do it that way. That's incorrect. Discipline you because a father feels he knows best for you. It's the masculine essence of love. When a man loves, he shows that he cares via degree.
There is a massive difference between a relationship between a father and a child and between a man and a woman in a relationship.
Completely.
And I'm not sure you quite get that.
No, there is a difference. But I would argue, Piers.
Not insulted intelligence. Great.
I would argue in the happiest relationships, it's a traditionally masculine role in which the man plays and provides. The female is traditionally feminine. The man is the head of the house, not in an abusive way, doesn't beat her up. I'm talking about the man being the head of the household, like I would like to believe you're the head of your household. And he comes along and says what happens and what doesn't happen because he's the man of the house.
No, that's not. That's actually not how most households operate now.
Well, then it sounds like we understand why the entire world's a mess. Because.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Only 10 years ago, that's exactly how the households operated. There was a man of the house, and now we have no longer any clear defined roles. There's no longer a man of the house. You want to talk about knife crime, kids doing drugs, the crime rate, all of these problems. You want to talk about all of the societal ills we face. Perhaps it's because we don't have any men in the house anymore. Perhaps we need to bring the man of the house back, and the man of the house will come along and be a disciplinarian, and he will make the set rules and the creeds of that house. He will say, within this household, we don't take drugs. That stands for the woman I am with, the children who we have birthed. Nobody takes drugs in this household because this is my house and I'm the man of the house. So
you know what? I forgot what show I said this on. I'm not even gonna sit there. This is the thing that alarmed me about him, about Andrew Tate. I'm like, I wasn't alive when Hitler was doing his thing, right? We seen clips. But if it was anybody that had the Hitler charisma since him, it's Andrew. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit there with you. It's like looking at it in real time, like he's not saying nothing close to Hitler, but like the charisma and the intensity is like from whatever the fuck Hitler was saying in German when he was giving them speeches, it seemed like it would sound like this nigga. This nigga's motivating.
it sounds to me like we need to bring it back, sir.
Yeah, listen, it's all good macho stuff, okay? And I know lots of young boys.
Wow. Jesus. That was demeaning.
Why would we do that?
Jesus Christ. What was that about? What a mercy. It's all macho stuff. Like, what are you? All he didn't do was snap his fingers and pop his head back.
That stands for the woman I am with, the children who we have birthed. Nobody takes drugs in this household because this is my house and I'm the man of the house. So it sounds to me like we need to bring it back, sir.
Yeah, listen, it's all good macho stuff, okay? And I know lots of young boys who listen to this and go, wow, that's how I should be. Then I read the detail of your tweets. And again, come back.
Lots of young boys going for that stuff when he just referred to 10 years ago. And a lot of young boys will go with that. It's crazy when your grandfather and your great-great-grandfather and your great-great-great-grandfather did precisely what he's talking about. Like, as if that way is dumb, but like this way is better. When we're in debt more than ever, we're killing children more than ever, we're sicker more than ever. It's like the arrogance. Wow. But Will, yeah, but this nigga's influence is beyond Reagan's and Hitler's combined. I'm not even exaggerating. His influence is on another level. I don't know if man to man he's better, but his influence is definitely superior to both of those. Now, granted, you can, he's not a government official, man. This nigga's reach is crazy.
We save women from their female inclination to make stupid choices.
Females are emotional.
If a man isn't giving you instructions,
Now, females are emotional.
Hang on.
Piers,
He doesn't love you.
Emotional.
All this stuff is designed to, exactly as you've just articulated, is designed to make young men feel that the only way they can be successful in life is to effectively have their women under control, give them instructions that, they have to obey.
Don't buy women Prada, you'll end up in jail.
You can buy them Prada, but let me finish my point. My point,
of course, you can always support consumerism.
Is that it seems to me, from reading your tweets, even now, that you have a blind spot when it comes to how they sound.
I think he should have stayed on the point and not let him get away from that. The point of women make emotional decisions, which I just call him stupid, because that's to his audience that he's catering to. It's gonna make Andrew look crazy in that situation. I just addressed it and stayed on the point of emotional decisions are dumb, and women are inclined to make those emotional dumb decisions.
And it may be that the legal problems that you're in, which might be extremely serious, and we'll see when the trial happens, but it may be that in your head, nothing you've done is remotely inappropriate, because actually in your tweets, you can see there's an element there of wanting coercion and control. You want to control women. You want them to be effectively...
I get what you're saying. He said, I don't know, fam. Hitler rebuilt Germany and had Europe in a chokehold. Reagan won 49 states election. This nigga is Googled more than porn. He's Googled more than porn. People Google this guy and all around the planet more than porn. He's beating porn. Yeah, this nigga's on a different level. We've seen nothing like. It's like 10 times bigger than Kevin Samuels. Like, it's ridiculous.
Your servants, slaves, for want of a better phrase.
Slaves who get Prada and get to work out in the gym and get.
Yeah, that fucking equivalent is dumb. That shit don't even make. What's going on, my Reed?
To look good.
But you understand?
But
you understand the point I'm making?
No, I don't.
Which is that in your head, the line is blurred so much now with this macho rhetoric that you've actually lost track of how this sounds.
Here's all of the things
Even when I read that stuff to you, I could see you looking at me, and your answer is, I was being sarcastic. No. And I said, well, where? And then you go, well, no, I meant it. Well, it can't be both.
I meant it, and I said...
He said slightly. You did say slightly. You didn't include it not one time.
You either mean it or it's... Well, no, because sarcasm means you don't mean it.
Piers, all the things you've just described...
Do you accept that?
No,
You're a smart guy. You know what sarcasm means, right?
Absolutely. I said it has a sarcastic tone for comedic effect. All the things I'm saying and the things I've said are basically the way the entire world thought only 10 years ago. You may buy into the PSYOP, you may buy into the new thing.
I don't buy into any PSYOPs.
We just talked about the vaccine, sir.
Yeah, the vaccines weren't PSYOPs.
Of course not. No. So I believe that there should be a man of the house.
You had a polio vaccine, right?
Correct.
Why?
Because I didn't get polio. I wouldn't have a COVID vaccine because I'd still get COVID. Plus probably myocarditis and have a heart attack. So.
Cook the fuck out of him right there. I ain't gonna say that loud to you. I don't know why he was
bang,
right there.
Bang, 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 bang.
We believe there was a man of the house 10 years ago.
Do you think statistically more people got myocarditis by having the vaccine or not having it?
I think statistically we need to bring
You
it back.
don't know, do you?
Why would I know? Why would I look at the statistics
Why would you bother
that come from the Matrix itself?
Why did you ask me a question and try to answer?
The Matrix, so every fact you don't like, because it doesn't suit your agenda, you just dismiss as Matrix bullshit.
No, I'll give you a very simple way I view the world. COVID can't hurt me, so why would I take their injection?
You don't have to.
Point two.
You don't have to
They
take
tried
it.
to make us, including you.
Yeah.
You told people they
You know
should
why?
have the vaccine.
You know why?
That's right. Hold a nigga accountable, bro.
They don't have it. They shouldn't leave their house.
You know why? Because at the time, the scientists, and by the way, scientists is ever evolving. At the time I said that, the scientists said if you had the vaccine, it would prevent you transmitting the virus.
The Matrix.
That turned out to be wrong,
the Matrix
and they
lied.
issued updated advice saying further studies said that actually you could transmit it. And at that point, you know what I did, which you never do? I held my hands up and went, I was wrong because the advice changed, and now I would not say the same thing.
Which means you are a follower. That's what that means. You're just doing whatever you're told to do.
That is called actually evolving.
Very poor choice of words.
You're saying anything.
Evolving opinions when facts change.
Let me give
That's
you-
actually how a civilized democracy works.
Oh, is it? We live in a...
Now you educate. See, the demeaning nature of his speech. I'd have cussed this nigga out by now. Y'all know I wouldn't have dealt with this. I'd have cussed him out by now. It'd have been as violent as possible verbally.
Civilized democracy, do we, sir? I actually would argue that point with you for a very long time. I don't think we live in a civilized democracy. Another point I want to make here: if I had
I would agree with Andrew. It's very uncivilized. No one's running the show. No one's in control.
cancer, or if I was at threat of a genuine disease which could actually harm me, would the NHS text me 10 times a day trying to get me treatment, or would I be sitting there waiting for 8
I think
months
the way
to even get an
I think
appointment?
the way
They wouldn't care about me and they'd let me die.
The way
so the
the-
fact that they will endlessly text me and try and beg me to get this poison should have been an alarm bell for anybody with a brain.
Actually,
It's gonna be another bar. So
Bang, 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 bang.
Cause fuck it. I know I help cure people with COVID with grocery lists. So there's that. And of course, I never took the shot because what the fuck? I don't get out of here. We don't. It's 2020. Like I don't know what else. What do you want me to do? It's 2023. We know shit.
I tell you, where is you tweet this?
Almost nothing left of this.
I think the way
they wouldn't care about me and they'd let me die.
The way
so the fact that they will endlessly text me and try and beg me to get this poison should have been an alarm bell for anybody with a brain.
Actually, I tell you what the NHS sent me. I'm a 58-year-old man. In the last few months, they've sent me one about a flu jab, which I'm going to have because I think it stops you getting flu, and flu's nasty. A COVID booster, which I won't.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the video. Actually, the live. I guess they had the rest of the video, interview, but yeah, I'm gonna end there. That's as much as I wanted to look over. Link to this live is in the description. In this video, I thought it was just interesting to me. The jealousy really stepped out. Do I see Andrew as a debater? I think he can debate, right? Obviously, I would absolutely annihilate the young man. It would not be a fair. Yeah, it will be abusive. It would be destruction in a really, really short period of time. At a pretty fast pace, actually, it would be fun to cook him on that at that pace because he responds pretty fast. I think that's that old boxer, kickboxer type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think he did well in this interview and this exchange with decent back and forth. Anybody that want to come up? Got like 6 minutes, and then we get out of here. I'm planning to do the big open panel, but I see my guys in there. If y'all want to come up and you'll make a couple comments about what you're seeing or whatever, let me know. And but definitely appreciate everybody coming out, man. Hit the like button, share it to your mama now. I like doing these live reviews, like seeing y'all come through, because obviously I could just record, but it's dope to have y'all comments come up for y'all to see it as well. Maybe you didn't pay it any mind when you seen it. I watched it when it was live, actually, because it came through my feed. I had the notification. I'm not even subscribed to that channel, but that the link to that live as part 1 is in the description. I don't have the timestamp on what I looked at, but obviously you could look at the whole thing and the second one. I did watch Tristan's. I watched that one. That one wasn't as that one made me watch the first one. That I obviously knew was gonna get the most views. It's just interesting, man. That's the thing that I pulled away from it was what I've been dealing with in the space, because more frequently we're dealing with people that I don't know, don't like heterosexuality. I don't know. Delwell, what up?
What's good?
Good, we good. We up. What's up? What you think?
I saw that interview, not live because it was pre-recorded, but I saw it when they released it. And
well, when it premiered is what I meant.
Yeah, when it premiered. Yeah. I didn't really take it as him being a hater. That's an interesting take. Look at it from an angle. I just took it as Piers Morgan just showed himself to be a complete tool. He's just a complete puppet of whatever the agenda is out there. Because obviously, like you said, I didn't know he was more Google than porn. That's insane. But Jesus. I mean, being more popular than pussy, that's saying a lot.
The most Googled person in the world in all of 2023.
That's crazy. It's hard to take what Piers Morgan says seriously now because it's obvious that you are willing to not take an objective view as a supposed journalist. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. So I think he thinks, and this shows how out of touch mainstream media is. He thinks by going at him like that is going to make Tate look bad. No, bro, it makes you look bad.
Right.
It's only going to help Tate. And it's regardless of what you think about him, because even if you're on the fence about him, it makes you look at it like, okay, why is he going to him like that? Because everybody with a half a brain reads that tweet the same way. It's like I don't know how that makes him a misogynist. That's saying I want my woman to live in a lap of luxury. Okay, exactly. what woman alive is not going to take that? But that kind of tactic backfires. He'd have been much more served just by just having a regular conversation with him and getting. Trying to see how his mind works, but I don't know what he thought he was going to gain by that.
I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. Now, I mean, shout out to Alexis from Texas. What's going on, love? First time I have you. I appreciate you.
No problem.
To your point, it does. I agree with you 100%. I think it shows that they not only they're not aware of how. I'll say even 8 years ago, it switched from mainstream media to we started to look at, alternative media. I think even with InfoWars and stuff like that, that was even popular back then. We've been stopped looking at them. So we know how to engage and have conversations and deal with information and new information much and in so many varying ways, from the hit piece type of rhetoric that happens in mainstream media. To your point, is like that proves the point. It proves the machine. It proves the matrix. When you're trying to take that angle, then you compound it by not making any sense. You're not making a point.
Exactly.
You just asserting the rhetoric.
I could even see halfway if he came at him about how he started his business, that whole Camgirl stuff. Mm-hmm. That would at least be halfway of a logical attack. But this coming from that's the tweet? Really?
Yeah. I didn't even know you could tweet that much. I'm not even on Twitter. I didn't know you could write that much stuff. And you're trying to you think because you make faces while you say it that makes it bad. No, nigga, she's saying the chick don't gotta work. She don't want to work. She can live in luxury.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Cut you off.
Then you're talking as if what you're saying sassily is going to stop her from being a mother. I think if she does that, she's gonna be a mother faster.
I bet I'm gonna
pull out. You know what I'm saying?
All he did was give Andrew Tate 1 million more females that like him. That's all he did.
That's what he said. He said that. He said, tell that to the chicks that was inboxing me after I posted it. You know what I'm saying? What's your take, Alexis? Appreciate you for coming up on the panel.
No problem. Glad to be here. I don't know if you said it earlier, but it does seem like Piers is a plant at sometimes, because think about it. He gets pushback back and forth. So I think that's just his thing. He likes to. I can never tell with him what's his exact stance on anything, because it's just like he just wants to. It seems like he just wants to play devil advocate to whoever, because in the same sense he'll say all this stuff to push back to Andrew Tate, but then I've seen shows where he's actually putting out there a lot of the points that Andrew made.
Right.
So it's like, if you just want to, if you're just that type of person as far as in this industry, because there are some people that what's his name, Chaotic Truth, and other, there's other creators like that, to where that it's almost like a character of, and they admit it, like, hey, this is just what I'm doing. I have a respect for that. I can see you more as a reliable person, being that you'll state it like that, versus somebody that I look at one video one day and you're saying this, and then the next week you're saying something opposite.
Right.
So, but I don't understand. Like, it's so like confusing to me how this space works, and even the talking points, because I think I wouldn't say I'm a middle ground person, but I can see both sides of a lot of things, mainly because I have a father. My dad has been in my life. My mom is no longer here. My dad is the only living parent I have. And with my dad being in my life, I can see things differently from some women that think one way. And I'm just like, or I don't want to put it out there like just having a dad in your home. I had a good father in my home. And so I don't think, and a lot of times the way I put stuff together is not the same as women who haven't had fathers in their home, or women that didn't have a good father. They didn't see their father go to work and do stuff. Like, my dad is that old school man that can fix everything. Like, he don't need no book. He don't need nothing. He just fixes it. So I don't think a lot like a lot of women, especially the women who've had fathers in their home, but they've adapted this way of thinking. And a lot of times this way of thinking doesn't affect women, especially white women, but it doesn't affect women of other races like it affects the black one. That rhetoric, he talking about, they'll look at you like, oh my God, I love my job. I want to work.
Yeah. You're right. Are you absolutely right? You're absolutely right about that. No, I agree with that. Yeah. I mean,
that same girl that says she want to work, she ain't this. That's another girl who knows if for whatever reason she feels like she doesn't want to work, she knows how to get the man that's going to make it to where she ain't got to work.
Amen. Appreciate you.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Shout out to Ted, the 5-1 half of the 5-100 podcast.
Yes, sir.
What up with you?
What's up, Warrior Clay?
Man, I can't complain, man. Something gonna fall this guy in the head, man. What's up with you?
Man, first of all, Alexis, you was dead on your first point with Piers. I've been watching Piers for a while, and honestly, bro, I do enjoy some of his content. But Alexis hit it on the head. That man, depending on who he talking to or who he talking at, his views change. That's why it's so hard to nail this man down on what he truly believes. Like Alexis, I just had to give you credit for that. You either really watch him or you watch something and was like, hell no. But I watched Piers, bro. That's why, like I said, I know he got hate for Andrew Tate. He got hate for the whole red pill manosphere space. And that's fine. We all got criticism of it. But for you to sit as a man, for you to sit up here and disagree with what Andrew's saying about a man taking care of his wife is wild. Like, I don't know no man that wake up in the morning and be like, I want my wife to go to work every day.
So I don't like what. Who are you pandering? Like I don't even know who he's pandering to.
Right.
Even working class niggas wish they could keep their wife at home.
Right. Yeah. Bro, that's what I'm like. That's why it's so frustrating to watch this with me, because I know the debates that I done seen Piers in. Piers will take some of the things that Andrew say, Kevin Samuel say, just parallel things, and use them for his own arguments. It's like, bro, what the fuck? It's wild world class, bro. I'm glad you chopped this one up, bro.
It bothered me. I knew when it was premiere, I'm like, this is gonna be big. And I was listening to this. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Because this nigga just got out of jail. It's hype. It seems like you're attacking. You proving him right.
Facts.
Are you making him look like he's correct? Like, if this is the best they got. And so I don't know, man. I don't really know who in this and that mainstream level or that big level is what, but it's I guess it's theater. I guess it's modern day theater. Go ahead.
But yeah, I just wanted to point out what I thought about real quick when you was like him hating. Like, how did he present it? World class. What did he say? Yeah. He said something about his income. You don't have any income.
Yeah. It's like, he can't respond. He can't say it.
But no. Why you so sure he ain't got no income?
Neither does Elon Musk. Neither does Elon Musk, technically. So, or Warren Buffett, or Bill Gates, all the rest of these niggas. They do the same thing all these rich niggas do. Knock it out, bro.
It was super petty.
He got money suits with broke talk.
Nigga living in a castle, driving a Bugatti, but he broke. Come on, bro, knock it off.
That's what I'm saying. Living in one of the best mansions. He driving he got all the cars lined up, but he don't got no money. Like, come on, bro. Like, just stop playing. Like, you just taking shots to, like, again, to pander to who? Because the feminist thinks that makes sense. The feminists like, yeah, we don't want a yacht and a Bugatti and to not have to work, and for this man to be taking responsibilities for us to say he raped us later and get money from it. Yeah, we don't want that. Like, who is he pandering to? He definitely not pandering to the red pill. He's not pandering to the feminists, because they're not going to agree with him. So I don't even know what the angle is. It's just obvious.
That's all it is, bro.
It's weird.
It is, like, that's why it's so frustrating, because it's like, bro, what angle are you coming at this from? And like you said, who are you trying to get to rally behind you? Because you can't say it's LGBT, they can't stand you. You said the feminists, they can't stand you. The red pill manosphere, now you out with them. Incels the only ones left. Like, I don't like where, and even all right, go ahead. You got it.
This is what I'm saying. I'm literally, when I asked that question last few times, I'm like, I really don't know who you pander. But what you come to is what I started with, these jealous males. And that's what incels are. They're acting like, this is why the government is worried about them. They're acting like they're just so upset because the girls don't want us, but you really are angry with the men and the women that don't allow you to participate and I don't know, fuckscapades. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but I know they're weird as fuck. They irritate the shit out of me.
But I got to push back on that, because even a lot of incels rock with Andrew Tate.
That's great.
They should. They should find a way to not beat themselves.
That's why the Matrix, as Tate would call it, hates him so much, because them same incels that are angry and all that. When he was doing his thing with his online stuff, his online university and stuff, they were rocking with him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I don't. So to your point about who he's pandering to, I don't know. It just shows how out of touch mainstream media is. They don't even know who they're talking to anymore.
Hey, can I make a real quick point?
Yes, ma'am.
How does anybody know how old Piers Morgan is?
I can Google right now.
I'm pretty sure he in his 50s, but I'm not 100%
Oh,
sure.
nah, he got to be older than 50.
Yeah, probably 50s, 60s. I ain't sure.
Yeah, but
He said he gonna Google it.
But
58 years old, March 30th, 1965.
yeah, he knocking on it. But and you know what? That's that age where they start creeping into that. And I'm telling y'all, watch a lot of these lighter folk, older lighter folk that's in the mainstream talking or
Bang,
any type of
bang,
newscast.
bang,
They start getting into that mode. Like the old heads, like my grandma, she one of those older folks that they just say whatever they want. They don't, and it only makes sense to them. It only makes sense to them. I bet if he was here, he'll break it all down to you, and we'd probably be like, okay, like, but it only makes sense to them. Them older folks, they get set in their ways. They feel like they can say whatever that they want, do whatever that they want, and it only makes sense to them. And a lot of people let them rock because of that. And he's one of those. I feel like he's one of those I feel like people let rock. What was the other boy from Fox that they finally let go years ago? What was his name? Bill O'Reilly. Yes.
Yeah.
He one of those same ones that they just he old and they just let them talk.
World class. I want to go to a point that Andrew Tate said. I guarantee you, your family is probably formatted the way that I'm talking about. Piers didn't say no. He didn't say, no, my wife do whatever she want to do. That's why it's like, bro, it's so disappointing because like Doug Will said, Will said it best. You would have had a better chance at getting people on your side if you came in there just to have a conversation instead of trying to prove how more intellectually superior you are to Andrew Tate. Now you out here looking stupid, and this video got 10 million people that done seen it now. And it's like, what credibility did you gain from this and from who? It's like the people that world class, you was about to allude to this. Who are the people in mainstream media that can go after somebody like an Andrew Tate? Just parallel things is easy work for everybody that's on this screen right now. But she can make Piers Morgan look stupid.
Absolutely.
That's why, bro, it's just so weird, man. I hate the fact that mainstream media gotta have somebody to make the people that look crazy to them look crazy to everybody else.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what it is.
Absolutely.
World class could never be on CNBC or CNN because no matter how you frame what you say, that boy crazy. Just because you got a different mindset. He mentioned the C19 stuff. I don't know how you feel about code words, so you know I'm gonna be careful. That was it. World class, you said it best. You treated people by telling them, hey, change your diet, eat this.
But I cured it. So I can claim it because I can have somebody come up here and say, yeah, what he told me to do saved my life. Yeah, absolutely. I can say it. But
you can say that. Cool. Andrew said it's like he enemy number one. They did the same thing with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like we're in a weird space, man. Mainstream media, and like I said, the reason why it's so disappointing to me is because, like I said, I do like Piers in some of his debates. The problem is when you get somebody in front of him that he does not like, he just starts saying shit. It don't gotta make sense. He just want to prove.
So many times, he just. Y'all forcing me to have to go back through. Like it's just so many.
No, I don't. When you talk about young men and you tell them to work out and take care of themselves, I cheer you on. Right? I want that. I've got 3 sons. I want them to feel that way.
Don't you want them to become very rich and successful and have a woman who relies on them and have a beautiful family?
No, but I don't want a woman who's subservient to them.
Why is
That's dumb. It's like I said in the chat. The women are saying they want that. If you ask unless she's like making millions of dollars or something like that, you ask the average working chick out here, go talk to the chick that worked the register at Target or Kroger. Would she rather keep working 40, 50 hours a week to pay the bills and barely get by, or have a man that gonna make her a kept woman? And guess what one she gonna take? It's not even the conversation.
Facts.
But what? Why does he want that for them? Like, what does he get out of that? Like, what do you get? Like, I'm trying to understand. Maybe I'm tripping. Especially you, our local feminist. Tell me, explain to me what's going on. Like, what are we missing? Why does he? I don't want him to be subservient. Why not? Why do you have a want for that? Maybe one of the boys want a subservient girl. You want him to not want it? What if you have one son that wants that? You're gonna want him to not want it for what? To accomplish what? Who are you trying to? Your mom? Your wife? Your sister? Like, what are you doing? You know she's not the only hooker in the world, right?
Facts.
Other women that want other shit.
Subservience. Why is
literally the tone of the tweet I read is subservience? You did another tweet this week. Men love by telling you what to do and not allowing you to make stupid decisions. We save you from the female inclination to make stupid choices. If a man isn't giving you instructions, he doesn't love you.
I don't know what the problem with that is.
Because
the word stupid is being used. Oh, I don't know.
World class, right?
There's literally nothing to debate there. There's nothing to debate.
World class. I have heard you say this out of your own mouth. The women that you deal with, you instruct them and you teach them. Do any of them feel like, oh my God, he's so controlling?
Fuck no, because I say, you want to do it or yes or no? If you say no, I'm done. What the fuck you want me to do?
The number one talking point for the chicks is say that they don't need no man. Say, well, I could be submissive if I had a man I could follow. That's what they say all the time. So if you got a nigga like that that's got a bunch of bread, that's obviously competent, that's disciplined, take care of himself, and is gonna sit you down and make sure your life is 100 times easier, these chicks gonna follow that nigga. What are we talking? And it's been like that since the beginning of time, since Adam and Eve. What are we doing?
Facts.
It irritates me because it's just the opposite. It's like it's a game. They gotta know what women really want, and they just saying the opposite. Because just like what you was just asking me, right? I talked to a woman, she want to lose weight or something, she want to like get information on something, she want to learn. Okay, cool. How we do that? My number one complaint I get is I don't hit them back. They be like, tell me what to do. Like I thought you was good. No, nigga, tell me this. Walk me through everything. I don't know what you want me to do. You need me to do this for you? You need me to do that? I'm like, no. When was the last time you did But so to hear this nigga say, I don't want you to be themselves. They love it. They love it. A woman that gives a like, let's keep shit. That's not even be funny. A woman that loves you wants to serve you. A woman that loves you wants to make sure you're fed, wants to make sure you're warm when it's cold. Like, they love doing that. So I don't know what females he's been around, but the women that I've been around, even when I was a little boy, when you see a woman that loves a man, I don't know what other word to say. They are subservient. That's what they do. They like it.
They melt.
But world class, that's the language thing. Because that's why he said it like that. I don't want them to be subservient. You use certain words to trigger, because whoever he's trying to pander to, he know the words to say. I don't want them to be subservient. Why not? Why wouldn't you want this woman to serve your son? In turn, he is serving her because he's going to work. He's making sure the house is, all together, and why wouldn't you want that? That's the language that they throw out there to have ladies confused. It's all to confuse you, ladies. I'm telling you, that's all it is to confuse you. That's why y'all have to tap in to other voices. If you need to be led, tap into another voice. Listen to your dad. Listen to the men that are in your circle, because a lot of this stuff makes sense to a lot of people because they've heard people talk like this and they know it, but because it doesn't serve them, that's the issue.
I just looked up subservient, and a synonym for subservient is subordinate. That's it.
What's the problem?
And you say, like I just said, the same chicks will say, "I'll follow a man if he can lead me." What's the problem?
Facts. Uh-oh.
Can y'all hear me?
What's up, August?
Morgan.
What's good, world class? I had to take some notes.
Orale vato loco.
What's up? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah, no, just thank you for having me. Appreciate you, world class. Like I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna coin it. I'm gonna defeat it today. 1-0 on my debate skills. I had to dust off some of the elderly, respect to them, but I had to dust them off that early bird special.
What was you at?
I was on a GP podcast.
Grape Hill?
Oh, yeah, I was over there. Oh. Yeah, but I just wanted to get to your topic. There's nothing wrong, like what world class and the gents were saying. The woman will love being around you, just being around you, conversate with you, actually have genuine time with you because you're that guy.
Right.
Because you're that guy. And you've shown her some stuff that maybe most other guys didn't. You know, most guys, it's rare. Like I see a few of the guys in these spaces that actually know what they're talking about. That's why I like coming to, World Class's channel. I like talking with Doug Will, Tez, Pookie Hybrid, aka CJ, and a plethora of a few other guys that actually walk the walk and not just talk the talk. And so for when I'm hearing these conversations, when I hear guys like Piers Morgan, who makes albeit the disingenuous point, and I think he's bought, I think he wants to somehow do the devil's advocate thing.
Yep.
But yeah, he also wants to gaslight and be disingenuous at that moment. So, and then he wants to take some subliminal shots here and there. But yeah, he's been proven to be taken down before, whether it was with people you don't like or agree in the middle on TV or something like that. So I don't agree with everything Andrew Tate says, but I respect the part where, hey guys, get fit, get in the gym, share a discipline, have some self-respect, some self-worth, focus and grind, and don't be afraid of talking to women. Don't be a puss. Go out there, and if you're gonna lose and learn mistakes, don't take it as a loss. Take it as you're learning mistakes, and learn from them. A lot of great champions that were athletes, when they said they lost the championship round as opposed to winning, when they did win those rings, they still said, "Hey, those losses still stuck with us."
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that's the ones where it said, "Man, I could have fixed this. I could have fixed that." We'll take it like that when you go outside.
I agree with you. Definitely agree with you.
I'm gonna stop. I don't want to go on a long tangent.
Can I just put it out there as a lady? Look, I'm telling you, if a man want to take care of me, if he just want me to look good, I got you. I swear, baby, everything. I'm just not perming my hair, but everything. I ain't perming my hair, but I got you, baby. Nails, anything you need, cooking, whatever we need, you got. I got you. I don't know why they trying to make it seem like it's such a big thing to take care of your man, to serve your man. Why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to?
Facts.
Why are you throwing whop at him,
shit,
and you don't want to do nothing for him? That makes no sense at all. At all. Like, what's the point of dating? Well, like, girl, what is you doing?
Bang, 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 bang.
If it's like you don't want to serve your man, then who will you serve?
Great point.
That's a ball right there.
Bang.
That's definitely a bang bang.
But I'll leave it at that. Because I'm feeling that's enough.
Alexis, Are you
Shit like that,
you
shit
in
like
this
that, shit
space
like
or
that,
you
shit
in
like
this
that.
area often? Because we need you to come over to the 5100 podcast from time to time. Jeez.
But I'm just in the area. Whoever that I like their talking points. I was in another area, and that's how I came across World Class. So I'm just around. Oh, and you got Mac now. Mac as well. I'm just one of those floaters. And look, I like your points. I'm definitely gonna subscribe to your channel. Definitely.
Put your channel in the private chat for it and put it in what's the name? CJ. I mean, Tez. I don't know why I said CJ. Yeah, you were on. I met Alexis on BMU. I think I seen BMU change his logo. Shout out to BMU.
Yeah.
So yeah, she definitely. This is not brand new. She ain't faking to be up on here. This is how she talk.
All the time. Thank you, World Class.
This is how she's been speaking like this for a minute. I've known her for
Yes.
months. Yes, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you coming through, giving that perspective because they need this space and people need to hear women say, like, speak for themselves. That's why I like at the same time we'll say, like, I think women should speak up, but at the same time men have to provide. There's some men that have to provide a platform for women to speak up.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And bring common sense conversation. So I think, like, this is my position with these things like this, right? I think we did the Kevin Samuels explosion. I think we did the Fresh and Fit, the Crew season. We've done the scintillating, sensationalized conversations. Now I think it's time to come to what Kevin Samuels was talking about. Come to the table, hash out a deal. Come to some negotiation, a level of understanding. I think that's what I'm more so looking forward to. Yeah. So Alexis, this is to you. Oh no, this is the 5100 podcast. That's what him and CJ is. It's in the private chat and it's in the chat, so you can subscribe. I think moving forward, after I finish dragging this individual, actually these group of individuals, they're going to get eviscerated pretty badly. I am going to be putting together panels to have these conversations for men and women to come to an understanding, to specifically understand each other's position. I think we've snapped enough. Obviously, we over here on the male side, we don't see much to the female side, and I think we need to find a way to. And I'm not talking like enemies. I'm just talking, especially from the chat. Like Alexis, I don't think you make content yet. You're from the chat, right? So come up and have these conversations, and we can have people's voices heard. I am putting together an idea of having. I do want to put an all-women panel together. I do want to put an even panel together, and I do want to put a show together for new people to come talk, to give their perspective. So we can get on one page. Why? Because of stupid shit like this. Because of a Piers Morgan giving fake ass information, and I think it's about our time for us to speak up. Because when we have these, literally, what the word is called, medium or media, meaning somebody between us, something between us, we're not having clear, concise conversations. I don't know what the other side is saying. So I had noticed it. Shout out to podcast. Shout out to Beans. Look at her. That's crazy. I was just thinking about her. When Beans came, I seen what he was doing, and I was like, that started to change my perspective, because I'm like, now we having kind of access to these women and listen to their perspectives, and I'm like, most of them are not bad. They actually are reasonable. We can have some conversations with them. So I think I ran into Sugar Bum. She was an absolute terrorist, but she was cool. So I'm like, even if absolute terrorist, but she's cool as fuck. Like, and then Sherelle was trolling. I didn't give Sherelle a fair shot. Then after a while, I'm like, I love this girl. She's fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that allowed me to look at having conversations with the other side and seeing what their perspectives really are. Is it as egregious as it seems? At the same time, robbing them, sugar bumming them, talking about banded this, banded that. But at the same time, it's great conversations. And I had dope ass conversations with Sherelle. Even the girl Pink, who's a terrorist as well. When she was up on Sherelle panel the other day, last week, I had her fucked up. Like, I didn't gonna sit there and hold you. I need to do a reaction video to it. I had her completely fucked up. Like, she so much accountability. It blew my mind. Literally blew my mind how much accountability she took as a woman. Talking about, she specifically was saying that women need to pay attention to what we're doing to these men. I was blown away. So I think we can facilitate conversations. I think at least as content creators, facilitate conversations that can be meaningful for us to have an understanding. Because, and I'm keeping shit a stat. On this channel, I had somebody on my channel trying to prevent me from doing that. Keeping shit a bean. Has a whole problem with me from doing that. And I've seen it work. I've seen people grow. And I think that's what we're getting to. As we watch Princella be ridiculous and do her little shit, but I think at the same time it's going to balance out to it. Even a lot of our even like Swisher,
That's another terrorist right there.
Yeah, even Swisher, she in the trap. Even though she like kind of new to this space and she more Princella, she's reasonable. She started trolling me. Well, she started trolling Tommy B, and I said something and she said something to me. But she's fucking cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I think we can get a situation where we can have conversations and come to an understanding. And I think there's a space for, Tez, for married people to have their perspective, for women trying to get married. Women, I've said this, I think last week, new parents need to be made aware of what it is to be a parent. I think we have opportunity to network and have conversations. Shout out to Hamp, the conversations he's having. It's so much nuance, but I think people need to be involved in conversations that you're passionate about, right? Get on panels that you're passionate about. Not just hit the link, Mandrell, just because the link is there, and get up on panels and fucking holler and shit, and just to be on panel, but be a part of a conversation that you're passionate about. I think that's something that we can control, and at the same time, informed about, so people can get high quality information and be clear on what men are doing. Because I think men are, let's just say it, young, especially the younger men, are afraid of what these chicks may do. These females, these young chicks are afraid of what these young men may do, and older, and for both sides. And if we can facilitate good conversations, that's what I'm going to be looking for. I think we can. I think that's what I know I'm going to do, and I'm going to ask some of the content creators to be doing it, even though a lot of y'all's already doing it, because you got so many talented content creators. Just like, I don't fucking want to do lives. I was just saying for like a month straight, I don't think I want to do no more lives. But you know what I'm saying? I think we can do it. We can just do this shit different, because we are our own media. We need our own version of a Piers Morgan. We need our own version of a Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? To reach people. We need more Alexis from Texas to come up to have conversations. We need more Tez the Five, Mary Man, to have more conversations. I need Swisher Sweet to hit the panel and give her perspective and see if she can have, I don't know, who knows, a conversation. I know Keisha M then hit the panel, and I love talking to her. She a bona fide feminist, and I absolutely positively love talking to her. It's a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Absolute breath of fresh air. She can, if she has her points, all women, but if you make a point, she will acknowledge it and she will concede. And that shit is just dope talking to her. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when that's the part of whatever's going down in the future, that's the part I'm going to be a part of. Facilitating those conversations and coming to an understanding and helping people develop. And ultimately, those conversations and that take that we have from those conversations translating into results in life. As I have the same focus when it comes to health and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I know I went on a long ass rant on my content creator monologue shit.
I think part of the problem is, and this goes to what, even though I don't think Courtney articulated herself the best when she was on here last. There is a point to what she's saying, like labeling this stuff the gender war. Like any other war, you're gonna have war profiteers who want to see that thing keep going so they can get bread, and we see a lot of that in this space, right, on both sides. But like to your point, a lot of these chicks are cool. Is that I think a lot of times they get on these panels thinking gender war, and they come out, with the knives out because they're thinking, okay, I might get attacked, or I'm going to defend myself, I'm going to defend women. But if you create an environment to okay, no one is attacking anybody. We are really trying to get an understanding from each side and really trying to grow together, even though we still might disagree on some points. If we could just remove that war part from it, because men and women have been disagreeing about stuff for time immemorial, right? But like, if we can just remove that element of it, okay, this is not a war, because that's not a war anybody can win. So if we can just remove that part of it and just get to the point where we are genuinely trying to come from an understanding standpoint, I think you'll see a lot of those conversations get a lot better. Because you notice you can have a raging feminist or a raging red pill guy, but if you put that singular one of them and a chick down, they just had a drink and just had a conversation, it would not be bloods and guts. They just had, even if they just completely disagreed on every point, the conversation would be very civil. So I think that's the point we need to get to. Not trying to change nobody's mind.
Or they're gonna smash.
Well, they probably will in the smash, to be honest with you. But get to a point to where we can just have civil discourse. I think that will go a long way.
Amen.
Yeah, Doug, Will, I agree with you, bro. And world class, like that's something that we didn't talk about on our channel too, bro. It's like
absolutely
we gotta be able to have the women comfortable enough to have the conversation. Like, bro, you done been in these B spaces. I didn't watch them. I ain't going over there. But, bro, as soon as a female hop up, she automatically either uncomfortable or she feel like she got to defend herself. Absolutely. Nobody can come into a conversation with that mindset and properly articulate what they got to say. It's a nigga in this space that every time I see him on a panel, I know I'm going to lose my shit. So I'd rather not even go where he at, because I might be able to win the argument, but because I'm so emotionally well, Clay, don't start that. Why do y'all do, bro? I ain't saying anything. Y'all is dirty, bro. Y'all stay trying to get me caught up in some shit. Anyway,
hey, man.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, my point.
Why?
My point is, that's the reason why, bro, because I believe I can't go over there and know that I'm going to have a good conversation, because my mind is already, I got to attack. So I understand why women don't want to come to these spaces. But if we could have more open-minded women, like Alexis, to just come over, we ain't going to agree on everything, but damn, let's at least talk. Let's at least be able to say, look, me and CJ had a whole conversation where we had a podcast talking about how women dress. They made some points to us that two men was like, oh shit, now it makes sense.
Right.
But we wouldn't have been able to have that understanding if we didn't have a conversation with these two ladies. And I believe it is a humongous gap of conversation that need to happen in this space.
It's tremendous.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
It's like Kayla from the Peeve. She was like, another thing too is like, if you just listen to what the chicks are saying, they telling you, like, you ain't got to read between the lines. She would say, I'm cool most of the time, but the Thursday show, it was war. So I'm coming in guns blazing. But you see her on different panels, she cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
So it really is about the environment. Create the environment where they feel safe to come, and don't dog them every time. Even if they say something stupid or something terroristic, just don't dog them, and you'll get a better conversation. You'll get some truth out of them. You might even change their mind. Who knows? Just saying. What do I know though?
No.
I barely graduated high school, so what I know.
Oh, me too. I had just so bad in the first quarter, I could have failed for the year. I had a sweet talk with my guidance counselor. So thank the Lord for Puerto Rican, because that's the only way it worked. I had fucked up bad.
Shout out to the Jerry girl.
Not the Jerry girl. All right, yeah, we're gonna get. Damn, I fucking spelled shit wrong. Oh shit. Okay. All right. That's how you know I'm getting out. We're gonna get your final thoughts. Definitely appreciate y'all coming up. Yeah, y'all made this fun. Appreciate it. Marcus, let me get your final thoughts. We're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna go Marcus, Alexis, Doug Will, and my guy Ted 5. If you did. All right, see, this is why we don't let Mexicans up on the bed.
Marcus cooking some bittier tacos.
I see. Okay, good.
It's tamale time.
Tamale time. Alexis from Texas. What's your final thoughts, love?
First off, awesome stream. Your points and everything from the beginning, I was tuned in. My final thought would be, we need to have these conversations. And I like what Ted said earlier about making women feel comfortable. And I hope that we can try, but at the same time, you know, and I ain't even gonna lie, I like to troll sometimes, and y'all would hear me the more that I appear with saying this, like, y'all, I mean, yeah, make it comfortable, but at the same time, some of y'all need to grow some thick skin, and maybe if you had a daddy, a good daddy, you maybe could have it, but everybody can't have that, which is to my point that everybody can't be comfortable. And to expect people to be comfortable when having uncomfortable conversations. So everybody is not going to be comfortable, but we need to be adults and we need to be able to speak about things and talk about things that are uncomfortable. and we should be able to talk about this type of stuff without having any issues, without name calling, without degrading the person because they have a different idea than yours. And if we're going to have community, that is important when having community. So that's my final thoughts. Thank you.
Absolutely, positively appreciate you for coming up. You get it. Bang,
Bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang.
Doug Will, unless Marcus is back. I actually agree with this.
No, you can let that Mason jump in front of me. To the Piers Morgan point, I think this is just proving more and more that the mainstream media is basically becoming obsolete.
Absolutely.
I think that if you're going to watch the mainstream media, you should watch it to find where the BS is, because whatever they're saying, the truth is probably a complete 180 in the other direction. So just think for yourself, be a critical thinker, as you always talk about, and just find where the BS is. As far as the men and women conversations, I just think, and this might sound simpish, so God forbid, being heterosexual makes you a simp now. We work better together. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, I don't know about y'all niggas, but I don't want to go to a party where there's a whole bunch of niggas. So being in a world where it's just a bunch of niggas, I'm probably going to take my 45 and, do the Lord's work. But
shit. So
we have this gender war stuff, or even in the manosphere space. And I think the manosphere is a good thing. It can be a good thing, because I think black men do need a space where they can express their thoughts without having to worry about being filtered. But at the same time, you cannot come at it from the angle of trying to beat women into submission, because that's just never going to work.
Amen. I'm with that. Appreciate you, Doug Will. Marcus, are you there? You know what is crazy? They say you can depend on Mexicans, but I'm not saying it. 10-5.
Man, so as far as my final thoughts on Andrew Tate and Piers Morgan, disappointing. But I kind of expected it from Piers, man. Like I said, it's just something he got against guys like Andrew Tate and his brother. But ultimately, I think what men have to do, and I'm speaking to, because them two men speaking up there, you gotta learn how to decipher BS and real talk. And look, man, we all ain't got the same ideals on how a family's supposed to look and all that type of stuff. But it be man enough to make your own mindset. I don't think what Andrew Tate said was wrong. I said, bro, his criminal case, look, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm going based off this conversation between him and Pierce. I don't know no man in my life that wants his woman to work if she doesn't have to. And the fact that Pierce wanted to say that was misogynistic, it's just wild. I hope they can have, I hope part 2 be better. I doubt it. As far as the men and women conversation, just like I said, bro, I'm hoping that we can create a space on multiple platforms, not just yours, not just ours, but on multiple, where women feel comfortable to speak. But just like Alexis said, all of us gotta have tough skin, because once we really have these deep conversations, these hard hitting conversations, it's gonna be some shit that gonna make me uncomfortable.
Right.
But you don't grow without pain. Where a Claire, that came from you one time. But anyway, the point is, bro, we got to go through the tribulation to get stronger. And just like Will said, we are better together. And unless we get it together, you're going to see how it look when we separate.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Oh, man, you better get that. Hold up. Music gonna come on live. We just got
Bang, 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 bang.
My God, CJ. We're gonna skip Marcus. Everything you said was fire, bro. I appreciate you for coming through. You know, you and CJ, man. It's always a pleasure having the young brothers in. It's yeah, y'all definitely 2 of a kind. Y'all rare in the space. I appreciate y'all presence in the space, man. I make it authentic. And to the actual topic, again, I even rewatching it, I have the same take. I think the jealousy in males has gone unnoticed. I think it's important to call it out. It is the epitome of disingenuousness. It distracts, like a Tommy Sotomayor, it distracts from the topic and what's important and the things that's true. It takes away from the validity of every argument, them taking cheap shots as we watched in the video. So like I said, links in the description to watch it. Please leave your comments, what you thought on the replay. Shout out to Team Replay. And again, to the conversations, what Logic call them, dick and pussy conversations, to the conversations about you know, us having these men and women relationship conversations, we can come to the same understanding. I think it's important for content creators to pick, hand select people that genuinely want to have a conversation. That's why I mentioned Keisha M, because I noticed that she genuinely want to have these conversations. She really be wanting to learn. That's why she only goes on certain places, go certain spaces at certain times. So also Just J, I don't, you know, but Keisha M has been coming up a little bit more, but you know, Just J been in the space for a minute. And you know, I mean, it's not just them two. I think even Sherelle, she comes up, Brittany B comes up, have these conversations. Lucky comes up, have these conversations. Contrary to people's belief, Courtney Michelle comes up and has these conversations. Alexis from Texas came up today. Red Lipstick Vibes very rarely come up, but when she did, she has these conversations. Dallas D, definitely is one of her channels that is definitely a home for her. Haven't seen her in a minute, but we definitely gonna have her back on the channel. She's been taking a break, but definitely miss her because she's one of the smartest ladies in this space, and gives a lot of value in a really, really short period of time. Brownie Ellie, you know, these conversations that I think we need, and then not only in our own personal lives, but I just think as a group, I think we can have it and you know, make progress, bring some perspectives that we didn't know exist, and put on a great show at the same time. You know, I be having fun. You see me on other panels, I be tripping. We can have fun. We can have those, even, you know, maybe raunchy conversations, you know what I'm saying? But it's needed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things. She said, I'm the hyena queen. Get out of here. You talking about? I think people underestimate that a lot of you a lot of your peers have very limited living experience. People just be popping shit, be talking so much shit, but don't be having the living experience. They used to talking shit like another person that got the living experience, and it's easy for y'all to be confused. 21, 22-year-old, 20-year-old just running off at the mouth, but don't really know much. I was the opposite. I mean, I stopped talking. First 20 years of my life, I wasn't even talking. I talked as less as possible, but I watched and I learned, and I refused to fall into the traps I watch everybody else. You said, yeah, we true. That's a fact. Like I be playing on other panels. You know, we can have on Just J panel. Matter of fact, I'll be having a ball. So I'm definitely one of those ones that can have fun, joke, play, make the panel entertaining. It definitely depends on. I think we don't appreciate that because it's so random and it may be so many different clicks. But there's a level of chemistry that comes with some of these panels. And I'm on with podcasts and Brittany B and Tommy B and Freezy. We've been on. I think just the people we name, maybe not each and every one of us, as a group, but I've been on about 20 panels with Brittany. I've been on about 30 panels with podcasts. I've been on about 30 panels with Tommy B. You know what I'm saying? I've been on about 10, 15 panels with Freezy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a chemistry that comes with it. Everybody really can't be together on these panels. You know what I'm saying? And I think once we're deliberately putting together panels to have important conversations, important topics that the people that we're bringing on the panel have experienced in and are passionate about, I think that should be part of the criteria. But there's a level of chemistry that works, and I know that's going to be a trial error because we watched that with Lapeef. We watch how it works with Hams right now. We watch it with Crew Season. We watched it with Daily Wrap-Up Crew. There's a chemistry that comes with it that adds to the show. And I think we've seen it enough. I think y'all had it over there in Fight Club. It had to be some chemistry with respects to who was up there on the panel. And I think we like watching it. I think in addition to those panels, you bring certain audiences, but people be coming to these channels with lives, have 100 people, 50 people, 200 people because they like the other people in the chat. Again, another thing and another heads up to the chemistry thing. That's a part that we got to look at. Make sure the right people are with each other. People that fuck with each other. Like I could be on a panel with Lucky or Courtney any day of the week. Just Jay any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Without fail and have a ball. Hank any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Terrell, I could be on panel with them at any time. So I think we can put together shows like that and really put together a show, you know what I'm saying, and do this shit at a high level. I think the dopest shit about Kevin Samuels was the high quality production he put, and I think we can do that, not just with graphics, but just thinking about what we want to put on our live streams, what do we need to put on our live streams and innovate some of these topics and how we do it. I think we've been innovating podcasts. I think led the game with a lot of the clips and shit and how we did shit. And we've just been contributing since then. We've seen a lot of YouTube these last 2.5 years, and I think we got an opportunity to do something special. But yeah, at the same time, it's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be vicious around here. Somebody, people gonna get their ass handed to them. Things keep playing games with me like I'm not to play with, which is cool. You're gonna get cooked, but I am looking forward to it. I think we have there's a lot of new people, and I've been speaking about that for a while now. I think like a month that these lives that we do may not be a lot of people while you're live, but you'll see thousands and hundreds of views after that, and people are coming in new, even if it's maybe the 4th or 5th time they came to your channel. I think we got to be mindful about who's watching our channel and what we're putting on the channel and what we're saying. Can't be saying crazy shit and then whining because people are responding to what you say that's crazy. And pretending they're doing something to you when you said it or you provided that information. All of y'all better get out of the habit of accusing people of things when you don't have evidence. That's why everything I've said about everything from Fatty to Raw B to Daryl Long when I said it, Nathan Daly, anything that I said, I can back it up because I take it to what you said and what you provided. I don't need to go to nobody's personal information. I don't need to talk about nobody's child. I will dog walk the fuck out of you with what you presented online. I don't need anything else. Y'all be playing with fire.
Don't forget etymology.
I don't even need that. All I know how to do is active listening, inductive and deductive reasoning. That's all I need. It's that easy. So it's gonna be fun, man. But I think that's just the little nuance, and that's the housekeeping kind of part of it. But I think it's really time to get into the talents that we have. That's why I love Courtney. There's no mystery. She got a blue check on IG. She at 29,000 subscribers because I watched her really start using her talent. Some of the acting she was doing. Even Shoo, shout out to Shoo channel blew up with her shorts and the acting she was doing. I think people need to step into their craft, some of the showmanship that they have, and I'm doing the same. You know what I mean? Really showing what they can do. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. This channel gonna have a lot of different stuff on it, but I definitely want to put high quality shit at a world class level. You know what I'm saying? So Marcus, you back? Your final thoughts when we get up out of here.
First of all, I'm a light-skinned victim and survivor of some of these dusty people. But I will take note of what World Class said. We are very few.
I don't know what that means, and I don't want you to keep going.
Fair enough. You played it well, sir. But no, like on a serious note, just y'all are just like dust in the wind. The ones that y'all know who you are. If you really want to smoke on an actual conversation and intellectual minds, because World Class probably talked about it before, but I see a lot of these wannabe pseudo intellectual people. You just straight cap, straight full of it.
Absolutely.
And when you start getting into the actual root of having a conversation and debate and IQ, at some moment the other side definitely loses it and goes down IQ points. Other than that, stay undefeated, stay noble, stay classy. Appreciate you, World Class. Anybody out there, everybody in the chat too, make sure you hit the notification bell, turn it on, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, Cash App, Super Chat, donate, support the brother. And happy holidays.
Appreciate you. You said everything. I ain't got nothing else to say. I know what I say, man. It ain't but two classes on this planet.
I told y'all. This. Hey, no. This is why you gotta have light-skinned friends.
Wow.
I'm ending like that.
Okay. We're gonna have to get Marcus out of here. Yeah, he don't want to follow directions correctly. Okay, I know what I say when it ain't but two classes on this planet ever been through. You have a world class, you outclass. And the question is not which class you want to live in. The question is which class are the ones coming behind you deserve for you to die in. On your feet, on your knees, respect the craft. Noble.
Like we weren't supposed to come up with something this clean. Like something happened. What the fuck? These are the things.
We didn't do this because we like you. We did this because we are you.
Boom, the world class.